All right. Are we live?
We are live.
Oh,
We are live. Wonderful. Wait, is it? For me, it's still offline.
I'm slowly loading up his.
There we go. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
welcome.
Okay.
Go.
As it's slowly starting here, let's do this thing. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the official Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil Anvil stream. We're going to be doing some exploring today in the city of Anvil and some areas around. And yeah, I'm Elscrox. I'm one of the project leads from Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil, and I'm also leading the implementation department. And there are also some other very lovely people around here. Can you introduce yourselves?
On your right or your left?
We can start from the top.
Was that me? Oh, hi.
That's you.
I'm Argor. I am a writing director and a 3D and 2D art director, and I do other things. That's who I am. Hello.
Nice.
And I'm Diegler, one of the writers for Anvil. Joined today, of course, by your other co-writer. But yeah, that's me.
Hey, I'm Kimur. I'm the interior sub-director for Cyrodiil, and I level designed roughly half of this city.
Leftover Pat,
actually.
also Anvil writer.
I'm Mr. JGT. I'm the exterior lead for Cyrodiil, amongst some other Beyond Skyrim projects. And I'm also the pilot for today.
Yeah, and we already see Anvil there in the distance. That's where we're going to go to now. Just
You better
past
make sure
here.
you land this plane, JGT.
When we look to the right here, we can actually see Sunnyside Vineyard from the last Creation ModCon showcase that we had.
Oh, you
That was
should.
a grand old time.
Paco is now safely back home. I have been playing this today and done that quest, so.
Oh, that's good. Paco deserves a home that treats him well.
Is that good though? Shouldn't he be following you? That would be the real good ending. wouldn't it?
I didn't want Paco to die while we're wandering around Anvil or something. You never know. These are mean streets.
That's fair.
For the whole stream, by the way, feel free to ask questions in the chat. We'll be looking at the chat, and hopefully we see all the questions, and we try to answer all of them.
Yes, the tile sets are all pretty much done for the city. I mean, the interiors will need some cutting up, but that's minor.
The interiors, the tile set itself is done, but it needs a little bit more work because there's a certain issue with lighting. So they need to be
See it, report it.
tended to a little more before they can be considered finalized.
So you reported.
And there we are in Anvil.
Chapel jump scare.
This is the Guildgate district. Probably the entrance of Anvil that, I don't know, it was definitely the one that I fast traveled to the most during my playthroughs of Oblivion back in the day.
Yeah, we were conscientious of like
Hello.
where players were going to be entering the city. It probably this, but
You
it
know
could
the
be the
rules.
docks as
No
well. Like
swimming on public
conscious
property.
that the first time
We're
player
praising
experience will
Dibella.
be also at the
We can do this
docks.
the easy
So
way or
we
the
kind of
hard.
have
Yeah,
these
the
two.
Want us out.
We made sure there's two scenes
I
here.
by the divines.
Oh,
Oh,
what is
I-
that?
Divine duty. Ah,
Oh,
Luckily,
go.
no skinny dipping.
Just made me realize
God.
somebody asked to see the Angel Mermaid statue, and it's not there.
You know, we wrote some of these
Ah.
things so long ago, and you look back at it. Wow.
It's the weird thing that the mermaid does where it disappears. I don't know why that
Oh
statue
yeah,
does that.
did you look at that?
Yeah.
So we just saw the two sailors there. For anybody who missed it, they were swimming in the pool there at the mermaid statue pool. saying, "We're praising Dibella," and they're not supposed to be swimming in that pool. And the guard goes,
They're a
"Enough
little
of it."
drunk. Yeah, they've had a few too many.
It's
And
Anvil.
so they run through crevices in the city. Also, just on theme with like trying to think about heat maps in the city. Does it compel you to go after them? Maybe you don't want to go after them, but like regardless, we wanted to like immediately show that like the city can really sprawl out, because once you start trying to find out where these sailors went, maybe you'll start getting distracted and start going down other crevices that, like, in my opinion, I mean, I know I'm biased, but I think it's one of the most beautiful cities to walk around.
It really is beautiful.
Yeah.
Fun little fact about the mermaid. Sometimes after a merge, we randomly notice that it becomes invisible. And we're not quite
Yeah.
sure why. And every couple of months we have to fix it again. And I think during my tenure on the project, it happened 3 times. I'm sure
I
it happened
thought
more
we fixed it
times
for good.
overall.
But yeah, it's definitely a thing. Oh, by the way, one thing to mention here: the AI voices are definitely 100% placeholders. Those are not going to stay anywhere.
That's an interesting bug.
Wow.
It's not Skyrim without a floating something. Usually it's a horse, but
Or a mammoth.
you know, we're
We'll just ignore that.
They already know that.
Add it to the
See, you
QA
don't do
bloopers.
anything.
Find a lead amidst
Yeah, but
zoom in on that.
Here.
Make that the showcase.
What is going on here?
Somebody asked if we're only using mods, or if this is the only mod we're running in this instance.
This is it. Just this is just Beyond Skyrim.
has gone from threatening our way of life to outright destroying it. If you have a
Beyond
copy
Skyrim
now,
projects are
never
developed
Jomei, do let us know when
with the purpose of
investigation's
running
complete.
entirely just
We'll
on
be renting
with
rooms
Skyrim and
and
its
silver seats
DLCs.
in the meantime. Thank you for
SKSE is not even a requirement
get
to
away
play.
with the
So
technical
everything we
practicality.
create is essentially creating another
Everyone,
version of
take long
Skyrim,
steps
just a
up.
different province. You can
Yeah,
just
we want to make
download
it
and play them fresh from the box.
Yeah, we want to make it as easy as possible for people to play it. No, it will not cost any money to download. Like the Bruma release or any other Beyond Skyrim release that will come, everything's for free.
Stranger, I seek a solution to a simple mathematical calculation.
That was Lily Miss Falls
Let
we
us
just
see
walked
if your
past.
high-handed intellect can provide. What is
I say that Dunbarrow Cove is still around, but
multiplied by
it'll be part of
76?
a future update. It won't be shown off today.
Are we talking to left hand right now?
We are, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
JGT, so the pilot of this stream is just going around and interacting with whoever, and he's choosing some choice characters right now. He's just
Can you
asked
repeat
us
the
to answer a
question?
mathematical question. Yeah, could you ask him to repeat it for us?
What is 4,800?
Maybe someone in
What
the
is
chat knows what that is.
400,833
This is
multiplied by
taking
76?
pathetically long. Do you need me to fetch you ink and parchment?
All right, poll in the chat. Whoever gets it right gets nothing.
This is what Anvil is. It's a series of subject matter questions and quizzes that you have to answer correctly, or else you have to reload your previous save.
Yeah, that's
Anvil is
our
the-
entire design decision behind the city.
Yes, yes.
People seem to think it's 7. Oh no, we got
What?
some
I think our
mathematicians here
streamer
doing the
got
big number.
distracted.
I like 42. That's probably correct.
The
42 is the
third
answer
one?
to everything.
There's no 42.
It's the
There
secret
isn't,
option.
but you can still-
Press up, down, left, right.
What are people choosing? What are people suggesting?
I just
7
said
is the
7
most
at this
Seven
point.
is the
Yeah,
Seven.
we
Oh,
need to
yeah,
do
Once
yeah.
7.
again, I find
Seven's getting the
myself
votes.
proven correct. My opinion of you people never ceases to descend.
Do not say
The
6, 7.
answer is obviously 367,309. It is simple.
Yeah,
Perhaps you should
Obviously.
make more time for your
Right.
education.
See you.
It's not Cyrodiil without a condescending lizard. Kind of a little bit of an archetype, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, let's go out to the docks here.
Anvil has a lot of really, really fun initial scenes.
Yeah, I think, like, for me, it came from, like, because that's what I was focused on. I was like, first impressions go a long way in games like this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can still remember them from Oblivion. Like, some of the really just zany, ridiculous ones. You walk in, some guy walks up to you and he's like, do you know which Bosmer twin I am? And you pick a name, and then he's like, no, I'm Cainlorn. He's the one in brown, I'm the one in green. Simple, really. And it's just like, those random zany encounters can stick with you for a long time. So I tried to inject that into Anvil wherever possible. But Pat, you were super in on the lore, and like making Anvil feel like so much more cohesive.
Yeah, we really wanted to make every little interaction feel like subtleties, you know, like we didn't want to make people wear their like their whole personality on their sleeve. I think that was one of the easy things to do, at least, like, you know, when I hopped on this city after writing Ferryman's Crossing, was you know, I had worked a job that had a lot of nautical themed phrasing that I used. I was in a sea shanty band. Like, it was hard not to make the city speak to me, but like at some point you don't want to caricature, right? Because like I started looking back on all my things. I'm like, this is like it's very surface level. And you know, out of some complaints I have of Starfield, like that was definitely one of them where NPCs started feeling boring, because it's like, okay, I know the surface level things people should care about at the city, or like, what does an Anvilian supposed to sound like? And you start writing like, you know, I'll just take the Starfield example. No offense to the writers, but like some of these NPCs, it's like generic statement about the city. Oh, but everything's actually fine because insert other generic statement here. You know, it gets very, very samey and very hollow. Like, we wanted to add a lot more subtleties, and I think that was really only possible by having the city as cohesive as it was, like having a writing duo that was really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, we're seeing some body horror right now, Pat, on the stream as well. Okay, there we go.
This is like Animorphs.
Yeah.
This one calls you friend.
Let's maybe go into the tavern.
Hello.
We also to answer a couple questions from.
I would like to answer one real quick. Yes, our Kvatch is fully rebuilt and fully functional, unlike in Oblivion. It's been 200 years since its collapse, so they had plenty of time to rebuild and repopulate the city.
We can probably visit it later in the stream, actually.
Bargain prices up against
yes,
the wall.
all NPCs have schedules to answer that question. We were very, very conscientious of everyone's mindset every time.
As are you. Can I get
on the 3D side, there was a East Empire Company warehouse we looked at briefly when we walked by, and then the ships were ships docked in Anvil's harbor. Well, there are some Hammerfell ships specifically that you saw.
I'll be right with you. Take a seat. Can I
and
help
there
you?
are courtesans.
Excellent. The room's yours for a day.
Professional
Allow me
escorts
to show you to your room.
that
Right this
peruse
way.
the streets of Anvil. You probably won't see much of that in other cities aside from maybe the Imperial City. But yeah, it's just a little bit part of the culture here.
That's the thing, yeah.
They're meant to
One thing
work
I remember
like...
in Bravel, right? There's something like that in Bravel.
If you need anything else,
Oh,
just
is there?
tell me.
There you go.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Anvil and Bravo have some similarities that players will come to find.
They're special.
Bit of shanty town. Harborside was kind of like our chance to be shanty, if we were going to have it anywhere.
See anything you like, Sam?
Anything and everything.
There was a question previously. Banner's Manor, is that still around?
I was talking about you.
What is
The manor
it?
from
We'll make time for each other
Oblivion, the
later,
one,
Sam.
the ghosty one.
How could we forget? Benner's Manor is
Bargain
not
prices up
around
against the
currently.
wall.
It's been
stitches on
quite a
naked
long
bones.
time since
You wanna
that
see where?
quest, and you could imagine for the property value, having a lich tomb in your basement wasn't exactly good for resale. So they have replaced it, and yeah, it's
Yeah, a lot of the
been
city got
changed
some
like much of
changes from the
city.
sacking during the Great War.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 200 years.
Yes, a lot can change in 200
Actually,
years.
the time jump allows us quite a lot of freedom, because we can everything we write is obviously not canon. It's Beyond Skyrim canon. So, for example, if one of our cities were to return in Elder Scrolls 6, it will definitely be something else entirely, and it will be actual canon from Bethesda. But because it's been 200 years since Oblivion, for Cyrodiil we can come up with some interesting changes.
Yeah.
For cities.
Absolutely, we want to make sure we're tying back to the main games and the things that you know from the main games when we think it's a good tie back, a good callback, right? We're not trying to do a sequel thing where we're constantly mentioning the original, like, Benorous Manor, you remember this? You liked Benorous Manor. We're trying to fill it with new stories that we think you'll like. So
one of the big things is where you're at now is the Anvil Bazaar, and that is like one big thing we wanted to have is like
A little busy here.
well, that after the Great War there was a reconstruction period, right? Like for those of you who don't know, in the Great War, Anvil was ravaged canonically, and so yeah, you basically had we built a famous architecture character who's now dead, but he basically designed this whole docks area. He designed the castle and the Falls district, which is the high class area we're at earlier. But one of the main things was the Anvil Bazaar, and it's just a little bit more of a commercial hub. It was inspired a lot by like these indoor malls. I think one of the big reference pictures we had going around was the outdoor market in Ottawa? Something like that.
Yeah, it was somewhere that you were more familiar with, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I went there on a road trip. I thought it was cool.
I don't know what you're talking about, Pat, but it does look good, so.
Yeah.
We've got some more questions. For example, where is Bathes? The good old Argoon.
Oh, BMW, Bathes in Murky Waters. He is, he's still around. So, for your new playthrough of Cyrodiil, Bathes, he still starts in those baths in Bruma. But if you skip him and start the Anvil story yourself, then you'll notice that his involvement changes, or his bath locale changes to be back to Anvil, and his involvement is he is still involved. Though I will say he's only somewhat so. Yeah.
You should check out the bathhouse. I haven't actually seen it in a while.
We'll have a look
In
at the chat.
in Breville. Or sorry, Bruma.
No, Anvil.
Here we are inside of the Chapel of Dibella, which is full of some very interesting characters. It's a place of love and, in some people's opinion, debauchery to some degree. But really, it's about being comfortable with kind of like the mushy gushy feeling stuff you have, and I don't know, they're all kind of, they've all taken love to a different extreme, and there's what do you call it when unrequited love, when you love someone and then they don't love you back. There's a whole lot of love triangle stuff going on with the people in the Chapel of Dibella. A lot of drama.
How do you deal with that in context of like a religion that like promotes self-expression and like trying to find beauty in everything, but like on some level, if it's not reciprocating, like how does that change people as a person? Like, does it make you more? I don't know. Like we loved dualities in the city. That was one of the big like city themes, and you know, when it comes to Dibella lore, which, oh my god, like let's open Pandora's box later, but like we have so much to talk about on Dibella. But when it comes to Dibella lore, like, you know, how does we don't want people to feel we wanted to basically make her more than just like sex god, and what does that come from? What that comes from is a deeper place of like celebrating self-expression. The Morrowind, if like pouring over the Morrowind lore, it's just talking about beauty at its core. And so how do you create that in a way that like you have the healthy sides of this where it's just, you know, people hanging out and they say, hey, you know, it's the live, laugh, love kind of thing where, you know, you're just like really stoked to just live, and you're stoked to just
if you can't tell, Pat wrote a whole, you know, book or two, I think, on the whole.
Yeah, a little bit. But then there's like the other side of that, which is like, well, like maybe you become more manipulative because you're trying to get closer to Dibella, but you're not being guided in the right way. And so maybe you have little synchronicities with Nephala, who's like the web spin, you know, kind of using beauty to manipulate. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get into all of that, because I obviously can talk forever on it, but yeah,
much of it will be left for the players to definitely learn about, because as Arger said, Pat has expanded upon the Dibella lore significantly, and it has affected the culture of Anvil, very much tied into the arts rather than just sex god. So
yeah, for that, like Dibella, Anvil being the city of the arts, like Dibella is really at the center of that. When it comes to culture and like when we're like creating belief systems that people just live by without thinking about it, that's one of the big ones that have seeped in. Whether or not you're like a Dibella, you go to church every day, you know, like that's still all around you, is the level of art and the modes of artistic expression that are very specific to the city. Like you can be some elf from Valenwood and still catch on to that, almost like that, like romantic era in Paris or whatever, the Picasso guys, or I don't know, I forgot what they were called. It's like the Rat Pack that Picasso was in.
See inside of the ship real quick. That's possible. I don't know if do they have interiors? I don't remember.
Some ships are still waiting for interiors. I think this one, you could go into this one, but it's one of the more empty ones. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a fast travel ship.
It is.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one where you can fast travel to like.
We can go inside, see what it looks like in there.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's also where the two sailors from the start will sleep.
I like a small ship with a big mast. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's where we lay our heads.
Mm-hmm.
Old sandbar. I can get
the good
behind
thing
that.
is, you will be able to travel all of Tamriel as part of that crew.
Yes,
Also-
Anvil Harbor connects to the plan is other provinces, so help with transitioning between the world maps and things of that nature. So
Yeah, just like our border gates that we already showed in a previous showcase, I think from CMC, when we traveled from like Agonia to Cyrodiil and so on. That's all something that's totally compatible without any patch. So you can travel from one Beyond Skyrim project to the other, just like that.
So long you have both installed.
For sure. Another question that is kind of related to Dibella, something that was asked is there any are there any marriageable characters in Cyrodiil, and do we have marriage systems at all? And the plan is, or the question is, we have it planned. We don't have it like fully done yet. And the second question is, would the marriage be in the chapel of Dibella? And that's also something that's not quite decided yet, but it could be.
There are plenty of planned marriageable characters that you can meet throughout this city, for sure. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the system is very, like, I think it's a later phase thing, to the point where I think we just have, like, lists of potential. Yeah, that'd be nice if you could just marry her after this quest.
Right, yeah.
that was the note. But, it could be very well, it could be a bunch of different systems. I think, like, I'm with everyone here that we want to push the boundary a little bit of what's possible, exceed expectations. And we have a lot of potential here where every city feels like its own little world, as opposed to, maybe Skyrim, you had like the two or three main cities. But God, guys, this mod is massive. Like every city is like Solitude size or bigger.
Hi, I'm Aya, the hairstylist. I'll cut and color your
Solitude's
hair in
tiny
300
comparatively.
different ways as long as I'm
Yeah,
in
this is
the
the biggest
No
city
house
that we've
calls.
done yet. I think it has like
People often come here to
130
become more in tune
NPCs,
with the
so
living
it's
colours
quite
in a way you
sizable,
can't
and
study by just
the
reading.
Imperial City is just
I
going to
paint
be
sometimes,
much bigger
and
even.
sometimes I feel a
So
piece
you've
of
got a
it
lot
that I feel
to look
infinite.
forward to.
It's eclipsing. You ever feel something like that? I don't know if it's divine or not. People
Actually,
chase stuff
maybe
like
let's
that here.
get some quests started here. We can already
get my
start one
regulars,
quest
mostly
with
women,
Aya here.
who come see me almost
She's
every
the
week.
hair
Lots
cutter
of
here in
people love their
Anvil.
weekly trim for just some color.
Oh,
Of
yes,
course,
one of
I don't
the
carry a lot of bright
things
greens or anything, but
we
if
have
you're getting
more
some grays, I
of
can
in
touch 'em up
Cyrodiil
like they
than
never
in
happened.
vanilla Skyrim is we have more than just one face sculptor. I'm pretty sure we have at least 3 or 4
Well, not anymore. If I had a
NPCs
store
who
of
can
my
change
own,
your
it'd be a different story.
look.
But if you
scattered
wanted to
throughout the
help,
province.
our short shears broke again today.
Well,
It would-
we
I
hide
think
that
it
with a
would
hand
too.
wave
Run 'em over to the
sometimes by
blacksmith.
just saying you're getting a haircut, but yeah, you can just change your face at the same time.
Yeah.
Great.
But
That's just
you'll
the
believe
face
it.
sculpting system
You'll give each
in
Kvatch
Skyrim, so we
Pay
had to
me
use
10
the
gold, so
face
take all
sculpting
this and
system.
tell him I
But
sent
well,
you.
you can
If
roleplay
you
it
have to
as,
wait
and
until
yeah,
the
you're just
shop
getting a
opens at
haircut.
9, I'll pay you all the
Yeah,
same.
we trust in your intelligence so much that you can roleplay it.
Okay, so we're supposed to repair some shears. That's also roleplay content, isn't it?
Of course. Yeah, Pat was very focused, especially on giving the player more
All the smart dungeon delvers come
everyday
to me after a good haul.
tasks
That
that
every week
can
there's
help
something.
immerse them
Well,
in
that
the
it'll be
being
10
in the
gold
city
for
of
the
Anvil.
service in
And
just a
like
minute of time.
in the small, there's a lot of
Very
narrative
well.
just in
Let's
the
take a
small
look.
things.
Just a moment.
Like going from the haircut character, going from Aya to Kat, who is the
just like
blacksmith,
that.
and of course
All
he
right,
would
then, you're
be the
all
one to
set.
go to for a
So
new
like I
set of
said,
shears for haircutting, right?
Yeah, there's so many little nudges we can do to world build, like it's like we don't have to say, I don't know, there's so much that can be said with just like about the world that like your haircutter needs to go to the blacksmith to get a shear repair, like in medieval times the blacksmith would often be the dentist of the town. So like it's just like little nods like that world build that in my opinion make it more immersive, but when you play you can be the judge. We really were like, yeah, you can get the power fantasy anywhere, but I don't know about you guys, like when I think most of our audience are into Beyond Skyrim because they want to expand their immersion, and to me I think these are these are little nudges we can do to help
Even
that.
more important, perhaps, are those with whom you choose to surround yourself.
I think
No one is ever truly
fans
alone.
of Oblivion may recognize this gentleman JGT is
Right.
speaking to.
Yes, this is one of those
course you
moments
are.
of callback.
What brings you here, then, I wonder?
Is
Your
he wearing
soul
white color?
tells me. When you have a moment,
I
would love to hear it.
believe he is. Cainlorn was
Of
his
course,
twin brother
I'll do
back
well
in
to
the
keep my curiosity
days
to
of
myself.
Oblivion, and Mainlorn, of course, being an elf, has a very
Oh, not
exceptionally
one
long
too interesting to tell, I'm
lifespan.
Although, I suppose
And
that I've lived a
he's
long
been
life
in
here
Anvil
on
ever since.
You're
His
sure
brother
you'd like
is
to
no
hear it?
longer with
It
us,
isn't the
but
most uplifting
he's
of
still
tales.
here, and he evidently
When
has a
was it
very
exactly?
interesting
The
story
closing
about
days
how
of the
he
Third Era, the
made
year
it
of
through
Apatow
the
fulfilled
the
year of
ravaging, the
Oblivion
siege of
crisis.
Anvil.
All of
um,
Cyrodiil realized their
during the Great War.
The Septim bloodline was wiped out, or so we
I've seen someone in the chat ask about whether the interiors are finalized, and the answer is no. Currently, all but
no hero ever acts
one or two interiors in Anvil are first pass, meaning they are functional, they are filled out with items, but they're not something we would consider release ready. They need some minor touches and fixes, and such as swapping placeholder meshes or maybe adding more plates to a shelf. And also, as I mentioned before in the stream, the tile set needs some work, and the issue right now is that the lighting flickers when too many lights hit a certain area, which makes lighting the city really difficult. So until we fix the tile set issue, the city will have to be... It will have to wait for finalization. But when we get there, it shouldn't take long.
That's awesome.
Isn't that so?
And we are currently telling Mainlorn our own story now after he's told us his. We always wanted to insert more roleplay opportunity for the player, wherever possible.
That was something I was just about to ping about too, because, yeah, you saw that big tree of options. Like, we really wanted to not sort of barf options on there, but like expand the way you can roleplay, like you said. Even though, spoiler alert, like a lot of them kind of go to the same place, but yeah, at the end of the day, like we really experimented with that in Anvil, and yeah, I think came up with something really awesome just to be able to.
That's what I call an
have
under the hood
options.
sort of spoiler.
Yeah. I think it makes it fun
My
to think
husband
about.
can't stop hammering away. I make sure he takes it well and breaking the
Yeah, we really into the roleplay options. So you saw, like, for instance, left hand, the freaking mathematical question in the beginning. Like, there's no reason why you needed like 5 options to that. But yeah, we just thought it was fun, and ultimately that was our main impetus to write anything in this city, was what is going to be the most fun to play. We're finding the fun here.
Yeah, sometimes realistic characters can, well, this is... Pat and I balance each other out well, I think, in terms of writing, just because in terms of realistic characters, sometimes in interaction with every person, especially in a video game, being more of a caricature gives it more personality, and perhaps it's more gimmicky, and but you know, it's all in the name of fun. That's what we're really here for. Oh, there's a child.
Yeah, there's you can be both gimmicky and deep at the same time. I think there's no reason why you can't be both. Like, and if it's done
I
well,
feel like
it's
this
good.
character should have a dialogue.
You feel like this character should have a voice.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is Janul. He is
I've been looking for.
He's a character for a quest that I wrote, and today I'm going to be providing you some much needed voice. Spoiler alert, I'm not a voice actor, but I'll be reading for him just for audience enjoyment, I suppose, because it doesn't seem like he has a voice, so here we go.
Does he have a voice? Because someone mentioned that.
Voice, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, does he?
Puberty, yeah.
Oh,
Dang, we don't get to hear
unmute
Eagle's
the
amazing voiceover.
You don't want my interpretation
You can
anyway.
tell us how you
Not really
envision
yet,
him
but it's
sounding when we
becoming
get him
actual.
voiced.
I need you to do some recruiting for a new business.
That's great. I'll do that. That's fine.
Well, you
Yeah,
definitely like both of us definitely write in the voice as we write, and we'll like a lot of the times we'll just crack each other up because Deagler and I would probably meet like 1 to 3 times a week and just go over each other's work in the city just to help make it cohesive. But
Yeah,
like we would read these things to each other in character.
Just waiting to be
Yeah.
Let's
find
see
ourselves
what he has
cracking
to
up.
say here. We're going to be doing business with him, and he wants to sell saltwater.
Real question
What's
is,
going on there?
How has nobody else come up with this idea? It's just supply and demand.
Yeah.
really. I've been watching people come and go from harbor.
Yeah, there's a lot of salt water right off the coast of Anvil. So this kid's probably onto something, you know. If he can find, he's got the supply. All he needed to do is find the demand,
These
right?
people need a door-to-door service, and that's what I need your help with. Makes sense.
Sometimes
Well, not right
new
now, but
business
yeah.
idea just needs a
First
little
things
bit of
first, we're gonna need more
creativity
help to
and
get this out.
framing
Anvil's a big place,
in
so
order
I'm
to get it
expecting
off the
a lot of
ground.
orders once we get started. I'm thinking some of the other kids in town might want it on the ground floor.
Just
of
what
this
you need
little
kids for.
operation I'm cooking up. Riles Paro.
That's what you need kids for.
Get them to come outside and kid around with us. Just tell them Janelle sent you.
And there it is, the glorious quest child
We
labor.
have child labor.
Officially in Beyond Skyrim
Legendary.
Cyrodiil.
You're welcome.
This
Yeah,
was,
so you know,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna, yeah, I mean, this quest, well,
Hi, Miss.
I think
Nice to meet
something
you.
that doesn't get talked about
Project
enough, you
Legion.
know, when
No, sorry.
we're
I'm too old for
showcasing
that. My
this
father makes me
project
at the
and
forge.
even
Sorry
other
if I
volunteer
weren't so
projects
busy
like
all
this, you know, they are they do have a long development cycle, right? They take a long time to come out. And we want it out just as much as you guys, but we are in these we're working on these projects for a long time, and while we're working on it, life changes happen, you know, like we go through our own changes in life. And for me, going into child labor, not something I personally experienced, but I'd gotten a job in more of a corporate, you know, environment, and I was like, well, what if I just, you know, what if I frame it in the context of kids and kind
I think
of
you're just trying to
use
cover up
it-
the fact that you have some real life experience in this area.
Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah, no, it's just real life. The real lives we're living inform what we want to the stories we want to tell within the project, and it does take a while, but it leads to content that we think you guys will think is a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, also the team is so good. Just all these different people from different places in the world. Like there's probably someone from every continent, various places of the world with their own experiences that are putting into this mod, and it's truly amazing.
Something about it makes me feel so nostalgic. I need to think about why the memory came. How does this memory feel? What did Masatosakana to make her shine on the trees in the way she did?
This is one of yours, Pat.
Hold it. Just stay right where you HM. To CH. Ah, yes.
Oh, bug.
Yeah, that just goes in a second.
Farewell.
Oh, yeah, that shouldn't repeat. Oops.
Hello. Haro Spot makes him cool toys. He's so lucky.
I would just like to point out how funny I find it that here we have JGT's character, a grown-ass woman running around the city, recruiting children for a project. And one father of one of the children just goes, "Yeah, I bet I'll talk to my son."
That's perfect. Thanks,
Yeah.
stranger. All right, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'll go see what
we
you
thought
need
telling
from
the
me.
story with kids would make it like really fun as you're a new player to Anvil. You know, in a lot of ways, this is kind of an introductory quest to Anvil that has you go around the city, but seeing it through the kids' eyes, like
Yeah, when I first read the quest document for this quest, I was just laughing all the time.
Yeah. Oh my god. Imagine how we felt. Like I remember the session. Like came up with the concept of it, and it was just like I could not. Yeah, it was just so memorable how hard we were laughing at it.
And then I wrote in the Discord channel, "Oh, this child labor quest is so good," and I was thinking like, "Oh no, what am I even saying here?"
You don't read
do I be a lead right now?
So my father keeps
we
telling me to
also
read, so I
just
stay
in
inside the
general
house
you
more.
notice the
Says
kids.
grown-ups who don't read aren't as smart. Most
We
grown-ups I've
really
asked don't
tried
read
hard to make
or
the
lie about
kids a
it.
lot more smart than I think is.
No,
I
thank
don't know,
you.
like
I was just about
alongside
to read my
caricature
book.
writing, I find like in video games a lot of times like kids are written to be
Is it
dumbasses.
really nice and warm outside?
Yeah.
And
It's
there,
not fair.
it's
I
just
want to be
like
by the
I don't know.
ocean and
There's
put my
something
feet in the
about
sand.
the magic of
yeah, okay.
you know
Papa's
the
gonna
Cartoon
be mad,
Network
but I don't
Nickelodeon
care.
type
I don't
of
want to
kid
read
instead.
anymore.
That
I want to help you and Jinno with your
you know,
projects.
I don't know. Kids can be smart and they can be funny, but they have an intelligence to them. Especially, they live in their own world, and so we wanted to, kind of capture that a lot more.
What is it?
Not just in this quest, but just writing in general. You know, like they have a little bit more of an adult vibe to them than I think we see in video games, or at least we tried to get there.
I would like to address a concern in chat. Our plan is to have child models for each of the races by the time it's time to release. As for different models, I'm not sure what to say. I'm pretty sure we use the pre-existing vanilla models most of the time.
Yeah, we like to leave things that are vanilla mechanics or models like NPCs and all that in the most baseline form, pretty much as they come. Obviously, like you mentioned, Vlad, like Argonians and Khajiit children and stuff like that. But for like the Imperials, Redguard, Breton, we leave them as is. But we do that so modders can alter them as they like, and we're not forcing a non-vanilla vision on people. As to the modularity of your experience.
Also, see what we're doing right now. We're supposed to hang up posters for our new company.
Yeah, it is a bit of a delivery quest, but luckily it's all in the same city, so it's hopefully more fun that way.
Yeah, it gets you around.
And yes, I do believe Anvil is bigger than Bruma in terms of size.
Oh yeah. For sure.
The walk to the castle alone, I think is,
the size of Anvil.
Easily beats Bruma.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a lot of like the schedules for all the cities, and just my goal was always to make it feel very live. Like you see it now, just have people walking around, have them do something, have it feel like a city that's really alive. And for Anvil, it was not always that easy because it's just such a big city. But fortunately,
real quick,
also so
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Go to the right. I think I saw somebody performing at the amphitheater.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she's just hanging out.
I think she just stopped.
She's blocking.
Hey, name's Echo.
We'll get here later on. This is the amphitheater. We can definitely talk about this more.
Yeah, sorry, go on, Elskrux.
Oh no worries. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Just make these cities feel alive as something that's a very special thing for me. I just want to make sure that everywhere that's something that we can give to you. Just have it not feel as a just random city where people are just randomly generated or just doing things that don't make any sense. We want it to really feel like a city that's alive with characters that have backstory and so on.
Somebody pointed out the mermaid's back.
All right.
Oh. Is it? Wait, what?
Oh,
God.
Can I help you? Very good. Your
Calming
voice is
Cadences,
really
the
improved.
music store here in Anvil.
The best voice synth here.
No one can.
Yeah, good try, AI.
You're not going to replace us.
I will.
Once again, reminder that these voices are placeholder. We will be not using AI in the final product.
Terrence is a strong.
The way you said that was exactly how it should be said.
This is a very cinematic dialogue.
He is called Terrence, and he likes his name.
Another theme of, I mean, the big theme of self-expression even resonates in the dialogue, like we said, trying to give you as many options for roleplay as possible. Just let you self-express was like a big, like, tenet of our narrative design, I think.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't hear that crescendo. Huh? Maybe I'm.
But
just
okay, Chad.
Yeah, Dibella's the goddess of self-expression.
Oh, okay, we
Wow,
chose
they
something
have a way
already.
of shaping who we are.
Almost wanted to.
Like how you can guess the name of someone before they even tell you. I like to think
okay.
of them as songs
Almost wanted
first,
to have the chat
an intro, a chorus, and an
choose
outro.
the name
Some
or
names-
the answer.
Other names are too long
Oh,
to
we'll
waste
do
time
that
on,
for the
too
next
difficult
thing we
to
see.
pronounce. But
Yeah,
they
okay.
don't
I
make
mean,
a
we
great
already
person.
let the
Names
chat
are
do
important.
maths.
No doubt about
So
it.
Yeah.
they've got their
We're
hands
gonna
full.
we get every subject in Anvil.
Yeah, some history,
This
some
is music
music.
class. This music studio was based on a real life music studio I worked in, actually, where you had an older couple and 3 siblings that ran it, and all the, the personalities are roughly based on those siblings, but taken to actual extremities. Like the, you know, just because somebody believes in rock salts doesn't mean they're conspiracy theorists. But I did want to make this sibling a conspiracy theorist who just like believes the pots that are being sold in the bazaar have like a listening spell on them for the government. And so,
Who knows?
I did not read that.
But yeah. So it's a quainter, we wanted bard stuff in the City of Arts, but we didn't want to give the player expectations. This is a family-run music studio. Like, it's just a quaint stuff.
Oh, and they hang around the mammoth statue. Nice.
I mean, at this point, we just have to make it canon that somebody's been making the statue invisible every once in a while.
Oh yeah, some mage. But
We'll
how
have a
many
note
books
in
did
game
you
somewhere.
A good question in chat was, how many books will there be for Anvil from Yaxi? We basically, every city has like texts that are specific to the city. Like you just saw these posters around town. That was written, for a quest, or maybe it's like for flavor. That's the second one of it's like, okay, we have this story that this guy's wife passed away. Maybe there's a love letter upstairs that was written to him from her before she died. But then you have like the third category, which is stuff that just gets littered around the world because we were inspired to make something based off of lore we're creating. An example is like the Dibella books, the living colors. You're going to see them for different colors around the world. And we have an art history that we created basically based on Dibella. We created an entire art history with pictures to match.
That reminds me, I think we need to put the paintings that we made for that to match that book's like whatever the abstract paintings in the Galleria. I don't think we've done that yet.
Yeah, we have the Galleria. So basically, to answer the question, it's like those are just kind of the 3 categories. And yeah, when books are created, it's because they're inspired by things we're writing at the time. And that's how they did it in vanilla Skyrim too, in 2008 to 11 or whatever the development was. They did basically the similar process. It's like every writer kind of did a certain amount of books while they were writing the rest of the game.
We have a tagline people can choose.
Yes. Yeah, let's take a poll in the chat. Which tagline do people think that the Gold Coast Fishing Company should use going forward? We got fish efficiently, make fishing fun, fish for gold, take the bait, the golden guarantee, or the future of fishing. Your choice here matters because it will show up on future advertisements for the Gold Coast Fishing Company. And you may or may not, which may or may not lead to the company doing poorly or well.
I think we have a winner.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Take the bait.
Do we take the bait?
Yep.
Only the most
No.
Gold
Okay, the
Coast
dialogue
is
timed
a
out.
list of
Oh
what
no.
I'm thinking. Which one catches your eye? Sometimes I like to think of our customers as fish.
Alongside-
It's the
oh,
means
yeah.
you catch. They always want what you got.
I think
Gold
Take the
goes
Bait's the
fishing.
winner.
Take the bait. How does that sound?
Canon winner now.
Aha, yes.
Take the
This
bait
new
just
tagline is going to really resonate with the public. I can already tell. Thank you for your valuable feedback.
Alongside,
I think he's right.
Roleplay options, we really wanted to give the player as many abilities for the player to impact the world as possible. So this is just one of the examples. Like you will see now, take the bait everywhere. To us, that's the greatest reward for content. Aside, you can get a grand soul gem anywhere, but the ability to impact the world, that's really, really special.
What is Absolutely.
The smell of fish always puts me at ease. Something about it is just so
I
isolating.
don't know how to say your name, Blar. We do have some overlap with Sky Oblivion. We've done shares and trades in the past, wherever it benefits both of us.
Yeah, they're doing great work. But like when it works, we do like shares. Sometimes it just doesn't work because we have different visions, which is like pretty good, I think.
Ho ho, we are in business.
Yeah, like this
then
bazaar,
you can
for
enjoy
instance.
the really
Yes.
cool Oblivion vision, which is more close to the Oblivion vision, and we have our own vision, which is a little bit different and more like grounded in the like Skyrim style.
We gotta hit the ground running on this if we want to keep up.
All right, we're now
Okay.
delivering saltwater, are we?
Yeah, we've apparently gotten the word out there, and people want the saltwater. Surprisingly, it's right there off the side of the coast, but they're wanting to pay for the convenience of you bringing it to them. Wow,
Easy to blame misfortune
we're hitting
on
new
fate,
levels right
dear.
now.
Harder to be prepared for. What?
The kid is
you're
actually a
working with
genius.
the children, aren't you?
That's right, we are
Marvelous.
basically Uber
This
Eats.
business you're running with them really is quite cute. And when I saw the little flasks that came in, I just about passed away. These are going to be excellent display pieces
Just
for my
about
shops.
passed away.
I love how she just says, yeah, I really like the bottle and it's so sweet that the kids are running a company and I want that.
Yeah, like everyone's going along with it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at these kids.
Well, saltwater is better business than mines.
Can I help you?
It's true.
And they do yearn for the mines.
As we all know, the children yearn for the mines.
Yes.
I'm Gildor.
One thing, by the way, player houses. There were questions about player houses. And yes, there will be a player house in every city and every major city of Cyrodiil. And there's also a question what the name of the Anvil player house is.
Saltwater can help with this sort of thing. Says he gargles
Beside a
between
boat?
summers.
It is.
It's on the
Yeah.
dock. It's on the dock.
Yes.
What is it called?
I think
Seaside
it's
above?
by,
Zenithar and
I think it's
Dibella,
next to
they're
the
best of friends.
tavern at the docks. Possibly even next door.
Yeah, it is.
Another favorite thing about this quest is I like how people are it's slowly transitions to this world where people are taking this seriously. Like he's like, oh, I need this actually for a cough.
You know,
That was-
saltwater.
thanks so
I
much.
need a Bessian to-
Yeah. He's got a real thing there going on, do you know? Oh, the amphitheater. Wait. I think he went beyond his goal. She was standing on there, but he ran over it.
And she is levitating.
WIP.
Yeah, where the player is obviously able. This is another one of those role-playing opportunities where you can sit in an audience with the people of Anvil and listen to live music, to live poetry reads, all kinds of things. So
Yeah, City of Arts, right?
yes,
Yeah, speaking of schedules, it's meant to feel semi-random. Again, it's the whole Dibellan idea of self-expression should be open source, basically. That, like, you should, no matter how bad you are at poetry or public speaking, the idea is you can come here and just speak your mind.
Oh, he doesn't like the music there.
yeah, it's good to have an outlet for self-expression so close to, right across the street from the House of Self-Expression, Chapel of Dibella.
Yeah, Anvil being the city of arts, it has a pretty busy schedule. All of our cities do, but I think, personally, I think that Anvil, Leyawiin, and Imperial City will be the busiest when it comes to just NPC day-to-day life.
Yeah, they're also the biggest ones. Those three.
Paladin 20 says City of Arts need one of those splatter something, then call it art character. Oh yeah, we got that too.
Tell us more about it.
No.
Oh.
No. So this castle was not always lifted this way. I'm not the LD guy, but I'm not the level design guy, but this.
We were there when they lifted it in the stream.
Yes, we wanted to be. There was a vision for Anvil, Castle Anvil, and the vision was lift it higher and make it more grandiose. And so
it was
now
based on a. I'll stop you just a quick note that it was
Yeah.
based on the Project Tamriel Anvil, how they lifted it up.
There you go.
It's also based on the lore because it Dunbarrow Cove is directly under this as well. So there's a few reasons we wanted to fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't have like ships going into the rock under this without it being like pretty high.
You're probably looking to speak with my mother or father.
Yes, Utgar, there is a book writer or two in Anvil. But usually the pen names aren't real characters. I think it's just like, what do you call that? Yeah, they're like secret roleplay pen names, variously of the writers who made them. So like, if I write an in-game books, a lot of the time it'll be the same dude.
We must try as a team. I have to believe they will pull together.
Yeah, so that's the Countess and her brother, isn't it?
Yes. A little nod over to what's going on Beyond Skyrim, Iliac Bay. There are ties to Hammerfell here in Anvil. Strong ties.
Yes, we are very.
Hey, that's the guy from the trailer.
Hey, that's the guy from the trailer.
Pseudonyms, that's the word. Thank you.
Hello.
And the local cook also wants saltwater.
Oh no.
Let's see why. What could a cook
Oh
do
no,
with
a
saltwater?
theme.
Warblood soup. Yeah. So that must make you the boss, eh? Laugh though, I've never known a boss to make their own deliveries. Well, whoever you are, you have good timing. My saltwater shipment for the kitchen is this week, and this saves me a trip down to the
Love your
docks.
writing on
The
this,
count
man.
will only eat fish if it's cooked in salt water, you see. Says it tastes better. Truth be told, I could never really tell the difference. Anyway, I'm not one to argue. Thanks for the assist, stranger.
The count.
I know. I
will
was
not be 40.
honestly skeptical of how you're going to get people to actually explain why they would buy saltwater when I first read it. They all make perfect sense. It shocked me.
Right?
You're a skeptical guy,
Yeah.
Arger. I have to convince you of things sometimes.
It's a high standard we long for.
Try to pay me the big bucks. I saw 2 holes in that hallway. Coincidentally.
No. Yeah, not finalized.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the castle tile set, and it's one of the newest ones,
Pretty as a painting,
or rather,
isn't
one
it?
of the ones that got work done
Farewell.
most recently. And unfortunately, as I built the interior, the changes done to the tile set erased certain aspects. So some gaps are my fault, others are just due to the changed nature of the tile set.
JGT, one moment. Can you stay up in the castle and maybe change the weather and maybe the time as well to some like really nice weather so we can see the whole of Anvil from above?
Yeah, so far we only had sunset and cloudy weather.
Paviatara is following us. I think it's a bug from the quest, right?
Yeah.
Who's following you?
Pavia.
She appears in the
Oh, is she?
quest. I think she's following us too early.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was in the castle with us. She's like, she lives off the street.
You changed the weather?
Pavia is actually with
RCC.
the... She's actually with the IRS.
JGT, you can use the command RCC to change the weather.
There we go.
Ah, there we go. Oh no, it's mostly LOD here.
Well, at least you could see a guy walking on the docks.
Just Dan, there's actually a dialogue option that vaguely reminiscent of what you just said.
Yes, there's a nod to it in a scene, I believe, of how they had to install railings up there because somebody fell off or something. But safety first, right?
Which is definitely not at all a Shivering Isles reference, if anybody understands that.
You're right, yeah. We will not have a sad man sitting atop the balcony asking you to push it.
And now it's gone again.
That's the magic of Anvil, baby.
Don't worry, it's just swimming.
So Elscrux, someone was asking about the music in Anvil. And whether or not certain cities will have unique tracks and things like that.
For sure. So you've probably heard some of the music in the trailers that we have. And similar versions of those tracks will be like the unique song in each city. So the trailer music, pretty much. And that will be at least one special track for every city. Anvil, for example, I think the one we heard already as well. It's a very nice piece by Eric Gordonberg, who does all of our city tracks. And well, apart from that, there's also just the generic city music. It's not all just unique for the cities.
Each city has its own theme.
And of course, you also have the musicians around here, especially in Anvil.
Yes, bards will be singing songs unique to Cyrodiil as well, so you can look forward to those.
For example, as you all know, Melvin of Skingrad.
Yes. Well, hello.
Welcome to Sea. Wasn't the salt water I was ordering, really. Just the salt. Those kids you're working for charge less than the average salt merchant.
The seahorse
Fire's
stables.
also cheap. Just pour it in a pot and boil the salt right out. My horses love the stuff. Keeps
The
them
horses
happy
do
and healthy.
swim, though I can't
Get a pretty
attest to
good
how
deal
well.
per batch, too. Might even be able to put in a saltwich soon.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you're the woman who's been working with those children
It
at the
slowly
bazaar,
stops
aren't you?
being this
The
thing
saltwater
that's like
service.
a cute kid thing, and
Oh,
people
no.
actually like her.
Now she
Oh
talks to us.
no.
Her purpose is
Listen,
revealed.
You have nothing to be proud
Yep.
of.
What?
Who do you think you are exactly?
And she doesn't like
do you
what
get
we're
off on
doing
making
here?
Children work day in and day out for little to no
She's
pay?
against child
Is any of
labor?
what you're doing even legal? Has this business of yours even been approved by the castle stewardess? Reviewed even? I bet it hasn't. I bet you're just along for the ride, right?
I like how
Well,
she's
you're the
bringing like
adult.
the bureaucratic
You should be
thing
the
here.
responsible
Do we
one.
even have a
You
license?
think those children are old
Yeah.
enough to know right from wrong? That the way you're exploiting them is
Well,
disgusting and
I don't
unethical?
think we
There
got
can be
one,
no
right?
greater
Did
crime
you
than
know we got
robbing
one?
children of their childhood.
No.
My Jume is part of the guard.
You
know.
just slowly
Better
start
than you
losing
arrested
yourself
for
in the
this.
mind of the child, and
You
everyone
have to say for
approves
yourself.
of it, and then you slowly get snapped back to the reality.
Anything else?
As the
Don't
player
even
character is
listen.
essentially
Anvil
approached
doesn't
by a
need any
child
more
with a business
businesses.
idea, and they're
Between the
like,
big
bet.
corporations scaring off local
Yeah,
merchants
Karen
and
alert.
fishing
That's
the waters
exactly the
dry,
word Stiegler
making your
used
own
when
way
he
in this
was
city
writing
is
this.
a fantasy. Oh, then don't even get me started on the Galleria. Nobody even stops by my art stand anymore.
Unfortunately, Pavia
It's a crime
doesn't know
against
that
our
the
culture.
player has the ability
That's
to quick
businesses.
save.
They all start small and then they take over everything. It is destroying this city. You'll be just like the rest of them. The children never stood a chance with people
One
like you talking about.
as Karen as Pavia is being at the moment.
You're working for a
One
child. Hey,
idea that we tried to weave in, that I tried to weave into this this Karen encounter was that one of Anvil's themes, which is kind of smaller businesses.
She's not done, I believe.
No, yeah, she
no,
she doesn't let you off the hook.
No, basically, I don't understand why, but the whole time she was talking, she was slowly sliding down the stairs until she entered the. She basically left the distance area for a dialogue.
Oh, that's funny.
And that counted as exiting, which is why she yelled, "I'm not done with you."
We don't have time for any of that.
That's
this
funny.
is way more important.
Yeah, themes of
Okay,
self-expression
okay.
continue when
Are
we
you ready
mentioned
for
that
this?
we
just
made
got an order
almost
from
nobody
Francis of Anvil.
essential.
Who's
Yes.
Francis of Anvil? Are you kidding me? The name of the city is in his freaking name. This is the big
Now
leagues.
we're in the big leagues.
He's so rich that he lives in this massive house on the west side of town called the
Janelle's
Gold
voice is
Coast
so
Mansion.
funny.
Laugh so cool. They literally named it after the entire coastline. No way I'm letting you make this delivery without me. We do this together, you and
They
me.
literally named him after the
But,
whole coastline.
I guess I'm a little nervous.
I love the dialogue.
Oh my god, I just turned the sound on. I just saw he had an adult voice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really
You're
funny.
right.
Oh my
That's so
god.
bad.
We can show him what it's like to be alive. Okay, enough of this wishy-washy stuff. We gotta get going if we
That's why
wanna
we
make it on
wanted to
time.
have Diegler
This
voice him.
mansion is on the west side. I'll race you to the front.
Well, he has the eyebrows for it.
Janelle hit puberty a little early this year.
You know, becoming a businessman changes a kid.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
way?
he should have an adult voice, right?
Hello.
Just after the quest, he has an adult voice.
By the way, something that
Also,
you
there's a
hear,
bunny.
something
city.
that you see, or rather hear here, is that there's some
Hello.
special stingers that play during
Heard
the
there were
quest,
beasts around.
which is something
I
that
can't
we're
believe
experimenting
we're about to
with,
go inside
basically
the
just
Gold
giving like
Coast Mansion.
these little
I have the delivery right
atmospheric
here. Are you ready to go
boosts in the quests to like just
Aha, yeah. Okay,
enhance the
just follow my lead.
experience in general a little bit.
This is the owner of Gold Coast Mansion. We wanted to make it kind of like the Playboy Mansion in some ways, but also just like this is the house of the guy who owns the Gold Coast Fishing Company.
Why is everybody running?
Because I need to get them into the right place.
You're not paying attention.
Yeah, he's just a dude. Like, you're from Anvil? No shit.
If I'm not mistaken, he's got 3
Oh,
wives
that's a
and a
mountain
pet mountain lion. 'Cause
Yeah,
why
the
not?
mountain lion's name is Cougar.
Mr. Francis
Miss
and
Cougar.
sir,
Epic.
Nice.
you ordered some of Janelle's saltwater, is that right?
Well, I'll be a seahorse's ass. When my Simone here told me they had kids making deliveries, I damn near didn't believe that.
He's cute, Franny. Reminds me a bit of you, actually.
Child labor. Why didn't
Oh,
I
he's
think of
cute.
that? You're running a tight ship here, boss. Enough now.
Best line.
What a twist that would be.
Child
As a matter
labor,
of
why
fact,
didn't I
we'll
think
tell
of
the delivery
that?
boy to run home. We don't want your soldiers. I called you here for a whole nother reason. Us adults need to talk business.
Excuse me, Franny. I'm the boss. I'm Janelle. You want to talk business, you talk to me.
Is that right? Yes, I thought your friend here was pulling my leg. Well then, I'm looking to buy you out. All of Janelle's saltwater, labor included. The Gold Coast Fishing Company could use some new runners. I'll put Janelle's saltwater on every street
I
corner.
can't wait to
and
rewatch the
of course, we
stream
might have
with
to
the
workshop
adult
name.
voice.
Won't be yours anymore after all. What do you think?
Can I take a second to discuss it with my partner?
By all means.
Oh,
but
okay.
don't
I
think
think
on
we
it
need
too
to make
long.
a decision.
Okay.
Chat, what do you say?
Yeah, won't.
Don't do it,
I
Janelle.
don't even know what to think. I think I want to hear what you think.
Are we selling
Keep
or
or
are we
sell?
keeping, guys?
Sell the company or keep it.
We can hear what he says first.
You have an opportunity to lock in your decision.
Oh yeah, we never want to.
This whole
We
business thing
we
has
do a
been
good
mud
job
fight,
of
but I can already feel
giving
it
you
getting to me a bit. Not sure if I'm really cut out to
confirmations
be the boss.
everywhere.
Actually,
My
can we do
soul,
a poll
maybe I'd
here?
have a
I
bit
should
of
try
gold to
that.
bring back to my
I say it's pretty
mother. She's back in
50-50 so
Hammerfell.
far.
Probably wondering
Yeah,
why.
let's do a poll.
I don't know. What
where
do you
can
think?
we
Should
do that?
Janelle keep his business?
Okay,
don't
I'm
know.
making a poll.
But this business is like the best thing I've ever done. I had a lot of fun starting it, and I got to kid around with a lot of
Keep
cool people.
or sell?
Even made a
I
few
feel like
friends
keep is
along the
running
way.
out.
I don't know. What do you think?
It's starting to, yeah. No. All right. I think it might be the one. Yep.
Yeah, the poll
Looks
also
like
doesn't
keep.
want to start, so let's do keep.
Keep.
Yeah,
Right.
you're right. I didn't come all this way just to get bought out by some fishing chump. Why stop at Anvil, right?
In your playthrough,
So
you
if
can
Tamriel we could be
just
selling to
sell.
Janelle Saltwater, coast to coast.
There you go.
It's cool. I didn't see this ending yet.
I'm gonna tell old Franny here where he can
Good choice,
stick his
chat.
gold. Listen, Franny, my partner and I are here to make a delivery on the trade. I think we
Ooh.
can still make this situation benefit the both of us.
Scuff, yeah. What did you have in mind?
You're not from Hammerfell, are you, Franny?
Oh,
Well, if you were, the Gold Coast Fishing Company would have a location there. It's called the Gold Coast Fishing Company, but you don't service the whole coast.
I'm aware of where my company is and isn't. What's your point?
Janelle Saltwater would be willing to help you set up a network in Hammerfell. Assuming all went well, maybe we'd start selling our products package deal.
You want a partnership with my company?
Well, I see it more as your company needing a partnership with Janelle Saltwater.
Love you, Cocasto kid. I'll give you that.
What a Chad.
All right, sure. Doesn't seem like there's much of a risk
Nice.
for me. You just remember to keep me in the loop.
Now we
Only-
can make real business here.
Honestly, I wasn't sure if I even knew where I was going with that. But it worked, right? He said he wanted me to keep him in the loop. Life's so cool. Yeah, I come up with my best ideas under pressure.
He's starstruck.
But I think I was gonna take the business back to Hammerfell anyway. I've just been feeling a bit homesick, I guess. Sorry, I didn't tell you. I didn't tell any of the other kids either. Didn't want to think about having to say bye, I guess. No avoiding that now. Do you think you could meet me at the end of the docks in Harborside? I want to make sure we get a chance to say bye too.
And he
Oh,
gives the
no.
most textural massages. Why, we just recently celebrated our 170th birthday. We owe all of our success to the minds in our research team. They're the ones responsible for that fishing bait you've seen around
You
town.
never know what's going to come out of
Some
this
locals
guy's
like
mouth.
to spout nonsense about
Annie
it,
is
harmful
his
for the
Argonian
environment.
wife, isn't she?
The Gold Coast Fishing Company provides people with only the finest, safest selection of fish. It's our golden guarantee. Love. Came up
We're
with
in
that
Anvil.
one myself. Until next time.
What is it? The shining house on the hill, home to the fishing companies. Golden success, home to the most exclusive social gatherings and soirees. But never mind the mansion. I am Francis's first wife. As such, the others must look to me for guidance. Oh, I know that look you're giving me. My parents couldn't handle it either, and they claim to follow the divines so dutifully. Hypocrites, really. The girls and I get along just fine. Sight so cute when Felicia burns herself on the stove. As for my Francis, it is my duty to make sure he lives like a king, and that he knows who his queen is.
Everyone's a
Honey,
little
not sorry
psycho.
about that. Must be the ice wine.
Would it really be Cyrodiil if everybody wasn't a little crazy?
The mountain lion being at the door is so funny.
Menacing.
Yeah, alongside the religion and ways of belief storytelling, we also have a. Oh, this character is good.
Was it worth talking
We also
about?
have sort
is
of the
it?
3 levels of power in Anvil. Like we have the economic storytelling that we were really conscious of. You know, you have a city of commerce, not just a city of arts. And, you know, you guys know that under the castle, there's the Thief DLC in Oblivion that, you know, has its own lore. And we kind of have these 3 spheres of power that we were always conscious of. That you have the castle, the East Empire Company, and then the Black Market. And they all kind of work together in secret ways and ways that we didn't necessarily want to come out very easily, but we wanted to make it feel like there was something bigger. And the Gold Coast Fishing Company is sort of like a side piece to that, trying to interact with that triangle. but the economic storytelling I thought was really fun too. You can get nerdy with it.
Hey there.
The
partner.
local fishers
Fancy
get
seeing
fished
you
out
this
by
side of
the
town.
big company
I wanted to
fishers
say
and
thanks, not just
things
for
of
the
that
last bit,
nature.
but all of it.
Yeah.
You know,
And this is even Janul Saltwater is one of those stories, right? He gets that opportunity
Proud as
to
you
either
grow.
sell
Not
or
only if you're proud
keep,
of me too,
and
most
you help him
people
kind
on
of
the
along
street
in that
wouldn't
story.
even look at me. Just pass
Yeah,
me by.
money's a big
But
part
you
of people's
didn't.
lives.
You stopped and talked to me. You helped
very,
me get
very
around.
relative.
So thanks for.
It's like very
being my
important.
You
friend.
had to end
Thanks for being my friend.
Yeah.
on that one.
Aw, thanks for being my friend.
Thanks for being my friend. I love how the AI voice says it.
So full of emotions.
Will we have fishing spots around Anvil?
We do. Also, cake carrying here. You saw it first.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
I haven't even
animation.
seen this yet.
Actually, let's get into the fishing building here behind us. Oh no, the EC building.
And of
Oh,
course,
this lady is a telegraph about the other projects. The Scipia surveyor.
Can I
guess
see how the sun hits those cliffs at dawn?
I
It's
went
not
through.
all
I
sunny.
went to the other projects to get
Such as
to get a look at what they're doing.
Oh,
It's just
I'm
like,
assigned
especially
to
like
Rusty
a
and
seaside
Ventura
town, we
privilege.
wanted
The
to
work
make
that
sure
went
it
into
felt
those
like
metro mines.
you were connected
The
to the
poor
rest
beat
of
not stable ground
Tamriel
for roads
in
and
some way.
shafts,
You know,
not
you have
even the
people who've
best
just
roads
gotten
can
off the
account for
boat from
rust and
Roskria, for
hostility.
instance.
So fiercely tied to their land, the locals have ways of showing one
So
needs
that
straight
was
and far
that was
into
really
the
fun.
interior.
We just I think because
Their
we did the
relics,
ships
they
like
feel less
you know
like
we wrote
treasures and more like
most of the
warnings.
city
Our
like
trick
a
is
while
vision
ago,
past and
but like this
progressing.
is one that was kind of fun. We were like, okay, oh, we have all these ships now,
Black Marshes
and
mineral
we need
wealth is
people
more
on
diverse
them.
than most realize.
So that
It's
was
the
really really
gemstones
fun
that
to
catch the
coordinate
eye,
with
fire, agate,
other
amethyst,
writers on
amethyst,
other
amber,
projects
and
with
so
this
on.
one.
When I visited Soulrest, blood
I
pearls
agree
were
with the
all
chat. I
rage.
support
The
Jinul for
company tried to
Emperor.
move into that market. It's proven difficult.
I do too.
Yeah, we should make
Local
him a
miners aren't
candidate.
exactly welcoming to
Good
our
secret
world.
SOS chaos.
candidate.
Now, we have Dominion traders to compete with. I grew
So
up on the
I want
One
to
Golf course,
address
but never imagine this
a
fun
little
place
confusion
places
happening
would be
with
the
the
cities
Thieves Guild
themselves.
mentioned.
Not once did I go out
The
without
Thieves
my
Guild
goods.
is a separate quest line, and it'll be its own thing.
Very well.
It does tie
Where
in
would
with the
the
black
Empire
market,
be without
but the
us?
black market
Each
actually has
terrain
more
measured
to do
radiance,
with
not mineral
Anvil's
deposits,
city
and scoured for
quests
future
than it
projects.
does the Thieves
Think
Guild
of us as
quest
the
line.
eyes and ears of
So,
progress. Tools like
Yeah,
ground
yeah,
and
you'll
tools
find
like
yourself in
Anvil's
set
Underground
walls
does
for
not
trade
equal
routes
Thieves
and
Guild.
fortifications.
Yes,
Our
yeah,
market,
you'll
Correct.
find
from
yourself
discovered mineral deposits in Argonia to the brilliant
dealing with both
speculations
factions
of
at a
Atmos
certain
Meteoric
point.
glass.
But
Well, I could talk for ages.
yeah,
Though
separate
I work for the
quests,
East Empire
separate
Company,
stories.
truthfully, I work for tomorrow.
Yeah, actually, while we're on that topic, there were questions
Bye.
previously about the factions that we have in Cyrodiil. So maybe Ara, do you want to summarize what factions, what guilds do we have?
I can't this second, but just give me a minute.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so then I'll do it. We've talked about the Thieves Guild, of course. You have the Thieves. You have the Fighters Guild, which is split into Colovian and Nivernese. They split some time ago. And you can join the Colovian Fighters Guild and help them out. There's also the Synod and the College of Whispers, which is also two factions, and you can join either of them. And do like the College of Whispers is more like the necromancer side of things, while the Synod has outlawed necromancy. And they're the two sides of the quest line that you can play there. Then we have the Resistance, where it's basically our, I would say, Dark Brotherhood equivalent, which is themed to killing Thalmor. Something I think a lot of you are looking forward to. And then, of course, we have the main quest lines, which are Seat of Sun's Kings to crown a new emperor, as well as Knights of the Nights, which deals with the Aelid threat.
I am the cook. Wow, you can taste Kvatch's
Sorry,
most
Kimo.
original dishes.
No, I
The
was
most
about to mention
delectable
Knights of the
cuisines in
Nine.
all of
Then
Tamriel
you
come
yeah.
from this very
Oh,
kitchen.
and we also have
Cabbage stew with
sort of
apples, you say.
kind of
But
mini
Kvatch
quest
adds
line
fish oil
with
to his
the
broth.
Vigilance of
Waha,
Stendarr, which
my
we
secret
showcased in
spices kiss your
last
lips.
year's Creation ModCon.
You now wish you were raised in this
There's
place,
a video
which is
up on
with
the
sweet
YouTube channel
pears
if
and
you
lighted
didn't watch
sugar.
that
You
yet.
never dreamed such a
Yeah,
fantasy.
Rhea wrote that, right?
Delicious sweets.
Oh yeah,
make you
Rhea and
think
Kimo.
Very, very good.
This one put it into
Yeah.
this world.
Yes, Kamer's also a writer.
Owned by the sun's own bay.
Oh yeah,
job.
I am.
I have worked at many places. Yes, Kvatch has seen the worst.
Yobo,
Kvatch
that
has
to
learned
answer your
many
question, the
things.
Nimini's Fighters Guild is part
There
of the
are
quest
mistakes
line,
you
so you'll
must
see
make.
why.
You cook
in the
chicken
quest
with
line.
wine? No. The chicken will come out drunk. For Kvatch, happiness is no choice. It is the recipe of life. Dina and Siona support this one's love of the kitchen. I cannot live without them.
This is the bathhouse, by the way. I actually haven't seen this in game for a while. It looks nice.
Talk to you later.
Oh yeah, I still need to implement that people can actually go in here and
I am an artist, you see. Your tongue is the
undress and
canvas
stuff.
of the pain.
I think I also didn't add a thing for the player to sit in here yet. I should do that.
What is it?
Right, there were more questions about guilds previously. A question about like, will you join them and will you be the guild leader after 5 minutes? Like Skyrim is
so for our obviously you're going to rise up through the ranks because it's its progression is part of the whole gameplay. But we have tried to do our best to make it seem like you have to work for it more, for sure. Fighters Guild and
Can I help you?
College of Whispers, Thieves Guild, at least. I think even Resistance. Yeah, I think they all have it so you have to do additional tasks to rank up, sort of like how Oblivion did it more before you can actually take over the whole guild. And some of them you don't even take over the whole guild, but it's up to the individual factions.
Yeah, and for in the Vigilance Showcase also, we went into that topic a little bit, and we already said a little bit that we also have raiding tasks that you can do as part of just ranking up in the guild, and I think you have to do like 2 tasks or 3 or so to get to the next level, just to make it a little bit more of a progression, as of an actual thing where you just, yeah, I finished the last quest, now do the next, and after doing everything, you're just done.
Faces available, all expertly crafted and safely sourced. Please do tell me which one catches your eye.
Is there anywhere we want to go see after this misc outside the city?
Oh, what is going on here? He's selling faces. Very interesting ones. You should take a look in your inventory. Can you activate that one? Oh.
No.
Oh no, I think something isn't working.
We have an Arcane University, like link in the chat or something? How do you do that?
The Arcane University should be in the description by now. I only updated it earlier, so you might have to refresh the stream.
Discord.gg/Arcane University.
Want my advice?
There we
Always
go.
carry a good stock of potions and
GG.
restoratives around.
Alls I know, the guy at the warehouse
Never know when
basement.
you'll be lying on the ground bleeding out.
Bye.
What is it?
Tobias, no!
No!
If you didn't know, the Arcane University is your way to learn modding. Apply now.
Wait. We have Pat in the chat. The master of the ads for the AU.
Do you wish there was a place?
Do you wish there was a place? Yeah. Yeah, the project comes out faster the more people work on it, really, especially consistently. And the problem is a lot of people, maybe they want to help, they don't have time. That's also fine. There's a lot of people who do casual work. But the other reason why people don't help is because they don't think they have the skills for it. And a big part of the Arcane University is just getting you to learn the skills so you can contribute in some way. Because I know a lot of people have the desire to contribute to modding, but they don't know how. And so we want to get you to that level where you know how.
What is it?
And so you can go to discord.gg/Arcane University, and there's teachers there for every subject that'll teach you in a structured way. You just join and hop in and say, hey, I want to learn, and they'll get you on a good learning track.
Woohoo! Arcane University.
Unlike, I've seen that it's been, it was a concern, especially around the CMC time each year, basically, where we are not gatekeeping participation in the project by diverting people to the AU. It's simply that teaching people how to do the work on the project is going to take away resources we could have spent actually developing. And the AU is essentially a training bootcamp for you to learn how to write, how to implement quests, how to do level design. And then after you've done a few assignments and you get graded by the teachers, then you can apply and perhaps join the project.
Yeah, and that has worked really, really well in the past.
Yes.
So that's
For
a great way.
example, I joined the AU as a writer, and I was actually scouted from the AU because my quest idea fell in line with what then writing lead, the lovely Rhea, had in mind. And while I was a writer on the project for a few months, I was bored and I picked up LD. And now I do level design mostly. However, that in order for that to happen, stars had to align, and that was actually a really steep learning curve for me, which I would probably not repeat again. I would start with the AU first and then apply for level design.
Always helps.
You can definitely pick up some things on the job, absolutely, but when it comes to just tackling an entire department, it's best to just start in the AU and then just make your way up slowly.
I see here, if I work in QA full-time, can I volunteer to just playtesting and bug finding? For sure. So we've got we've got QA positions open. We want to fill that team up some more, for sure. There's a little test that you can try when you go to our application form, which I can probably list in the chat here real quick. There is an option to apply as a QA, and there's a link to a document with a little mod that you install, and then basically you do a little test and try to find all the bugs that there are in this mod, and then based on that we can grade you how well you did, and then if you did well enough you can join the project.
Nice beach day on Gold Coast. I mean, it's not nice at all because it's rainy, but you know.
I like this weather.
What I'll say about my take on the AU too is, that we do frame it as like a kind of a recruitment pipeline for these Skyrim mod projects, but it doesn't always have to be about the destination, like just for your own self. If you've ever been curious about learning how to write for a video game, or how to 3D model for a video game, or anything of that nature, voice acting, if that's something you've ever been interested in, you can start in the AU. And if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. If you really enjoy it, you really enjoy it, and you can take it and run with it and join one of the projects. But for me, I don't pursue voice acting professionally, but it was fun to do some of the voice acting courses in the AU just to, see how it was and see how I liked it. And I think that's it's a really, like, it doesn't have to be about the end goal, it's just about learning new things, which is what, we all love doing.
Yeah, that's a great perspective too.
Oh, what's going on here?
Hi, naked people.
I think a level designer had fun.
Some beachgoers.
Oh, is that Argonian implemented out there too?
I believe these
Not
are
fully.
I believe these are the very same hunters you can find in the hot springs south of Windhelm.
Oh, yeah, the very same ones.
Yeah, I believe it is an Easter egg left by Row 84.
Oh, okay.
Or some other exterior level designer.
You know, they like to get
working in
around.
this area.
It's not the
They
sunniest
appreciate
day
a
for a
good-
swim, but I guess they're used to Skyrim, so.
That's a good question. Mine, Gresh had for immersive RPG play. Can you avoid being referred to as the Dragonborn from a freedom in character development? I mean, everybody can answer this, but my take is that like we basically have written assuming Skyrim doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I mean, there are checks for things. Obviously, like they will recognize you if you've completed the main quest, so it feels like your character has progressed. But for the most part, yeah, we're staying away from that.
You
What's
can
that,
basically think
Dragonborn
about
thing?
it. Sorry, you can basically think about it that the further down south Cyrodiil you go, the less important you are to people. In Bruma, you being the Dragonborn is still somewhat of a big deal, but the further down south you go, the more people will almost not even believe about the things that are happening in Skyrim.
This guy isn't implemented yet, but he's supposed to swim for.
Yeah,
he's supposed to swim
pretty
in one
well.
direction.
That actually ties into a question we got way earlier in the stream. If you can swim from all the way from Anvil to Rihat, which is probably not going to be a thing. I mean, you can cross the border gate, which is a bit further along the coast here, then going into the world space of the Iliac Bay project when you have that installed. But swimming, probably not. Although I know there's this one mod which lets you swim from Skyrim to Solstheim. So I guess someone could make a patch that you can basically do the same thing with
it's
Skyrim.
possible. I think a person who used to be one of the directors on Iliac Bay said that it is doable. It's tedious, but doable.
Yeah,
for sure. Come out to Stirk though.
Yeah. I am excited for, like someone in the chat said, I am excited for the saleable ships mod to have fun with Beyond Skyrim.
Is it better now, or is it still a little pink?
I don't know, honestly, I haven't played Skyrim for a few years.
We don't play Skyrim, we just develop it.
Yeah. I don't think I've touched Skyrim in, I don't know how long.
Probably not something we should be revealing in stream, but oh well.
Well, I played daily. I don't know what you're saying.
It makes it more I play Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil.
Yeah, specifically.
I have spent most of today playing Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil. So yeah.
I'd like to do my Android playthroughs once again.
To answer a question, I do believe that it is indeed Stirk in the distance. I'm not sure where exactly Mr. JGT was looking, but
yeah, that was Stirk.
You can see it from the coastline.
You can see with the tower and the Aelid tower, that directly in front, that is Stirk.
We didn't we don't have like concrete plans for Stirk yet. It will definitely have involvements and a story and so on, but that's not decided yet.
Speaking of Iliad tombs,
that is Baldaburo.
So I think what pirates inhabit Baldaburo, right?
Yeah.
Just
we also have pirates along the Gold Coast here.
And they can catch you off guard sometimes, I hear.
Yeah. Although actually these are standard Colovian bandits. I think we should still swap them out with the pirates faction.
Yeah, I guess we need to.
I believe that's due to the fact that Iliac Bay didn't have the pirate faction yet. Which I think we were supposed to borrow for here.
Oh no, it's basically just that we got the pirate faction set up later, after this dungeon was created.
Ah, I see.
But we have some nice clothing now, like a captain's outfit and so on. Some sailors' clothes.
Some pirates.
Yeah, we'll get some more, I think. You will stumble into them at any point when you're just wander around the Gold Coast. They will be there.
Change it to daytime.
Oh yeah, that would be a good idea, and maybe change the weather. Although this misty weather is also quite moody. I'm just not sure how well you see it on the stream.
Ooh, that's a nice sunset.
That's nice.
You can see Sturkby easier now as well.
Will Beyond Skyrim be compatible with Skyrim Together was also a question before, and that's definitely a yes.
That's
You
actually
can just watch
how...
any of Iliac Bay's streams.
Yeah,
exactly.
they'd like to do it a lot.
So fun little fact. On average, every 2 weeks we have a merge where we pull in all the new stuff and put it in the master plugin, and then we have a merge stream, usually directly after, where we go over the new stuff and find bugs or whatnot. However, Iliac Bay goes a couple steps beyond that, and what they do is they join Skyrim Together lobby, and they essentially run around together. And I'm happy for them, but it also pains me to say that this way they get significantly more quality assurance done.
Hey JGT, you should check out those alien ruins you passed by. Go inside some.
Yeah, I was just seeing
Oh,
if
yeah.
a pirate ship spawned over here,
Mm.
but unfortunately not.
I think there could be one around the like lighthouse, a little bit further behind there.
Oh yeah, the ruins that he just passed is Gallus. No. What?
Yeah, Gallus
Malatar,
Malatar.
yeah.
Yeah.
The College of Whispers has holed up as one of their...
I'll head to Gallus
Initiatives.
Malatar and then we'll see if we can find some pirates.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
So another question that we got at some point was, will our actions in Cyrodiil have consequences in Skyrim and other provinces?
We're focusing on the consequences happening within Cyrodiil first.
Yeah,
that's a larger concept. I don't know how we'd handle that. We'd probably have to have them both installed, and then we'd have to have some like meta.
It would have to have.
Yeah.
It would have to be a post-release for assuming every project is done. Then you can work on connecting them together more. But yeah.
So Skyrim will definitely not have consequences just because, well, we can't add Skyrim. But for the other projects, there's already some stuff that we do. Like we have through our shared BS assets, which is something that all the Beyond Skyrim projects depend on. Through that, we can like see, are you part of the like Synod faction, for example? And that's something that we already look into when you play Roscrea, for example. Because there's a Roscrea mage and a Synod mage in Roscrea, and then when you talk to her, she might comment on that you're part of the Synod. And in the same way, we can also have different things, like different decisions that you made. Maybe the person you helped to get the Ruby Throne to be the new emperor. That could also be something that other projects just mention in their writing.
Oh no, I haven't seen this intro scene yet. That's cool. Fresh content.
This is all you're writing, right, Arger?
Yeah, that one. Huh. It's sometimes, like you mentioned before, you forget what you wrote.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is Garlus Malatar, the as you've seen in Knights of the Nine, when Umaril the Unfeathered took over the place. He wasn't originally the king of this specific kingdom, but
Actually, I'm not surprised.
obviously that's where people
I
most
found there
remember
aren't many on
it.
this
But now
side
the
of
College of
border.
Whispers has hold up to see what made the place special, basically. Tap into that some of that Meridia magic. And they've been trying to figure out why they can't access the second layer, the second level of this dungeon, which is currently locked off. Which is something that we'll explore more on College of Whispers questline.
Welcome to the
Maybe
Garden's
you will
Mountains.
unlock the second level.
We don't get many visitors here, so excuse us.
Maybe. Oh, yep. That somebody pointed out that one of the residents here is Ankotar, which, yes, he was in Oblivion, and if you ask him how, he will actually have an answer for you, though, in an immersive way.
Yeah, actually, how many people from Oblivion do we have? We're still around.
We see them around here and there. Say, probably a couple per area. People who would obviously still be around.
I believe we try not to. We use them sparingly.
Yeah.
To avoid, the sense of cheap, nostalgia.
Yeah. It's also mostly just the elves, for sure, because the other ones wouldn't
elves
be alive more.
or magically gifted people, because I believe I believe the human races are slightly less talented and potent in magic, so it's a bit rare, but we do have some characters, not from Oblivion, but we do have some human characters who have extended their lifespan with magic.
Can't keep me holed up in one place for too long. I've spent half my life traveling Cyrodiil, especially back in the old mages.
But Oblivion-wise, it's
I'm sure my
mostly
name still
elves.
pops up every now and again around the province. I once used an invisibility spell that turned the whole
Is
town
this
of
a different mod from
invisible.
Bruma? No, this is an extension. This is
Couple good
basically
times.
all the rest. When you look out from Bruma into the rest of
Indeed, I
Cyrodiil,
was.
that's what
Honestly,
we're doing.
its breakup doesn't bother me as much as most. I usually keep up with guilds for resources and the occasional test subject anyway.
I needed the stream to hear his voice. He has a high-pitched voice, alright? Give him a break.
Plenty? Perhaps. More than I'd care to at times. I was visiting an associate
His vocal cords shrank a few inches.
Ultimatum, and ignited a war.
Yeah, it's a little known fact about
It was
Altmer that
annoying
they
to
shrink
disrupt.
as they grow older.
I even killed a
Yeah.
Waldmurray when they rudely
The
interrupted
taller
my
they get,
experiments. In
the
early
shorter
Fourth
the
Era,
vocal cords.
I was in Leyawiin searching for a more efficient
This
way
one
of
got
sustaining
actually a
constant
female
mana
voice. I
supply
think
when
that's
that flying
probably
walking
because he
baby.
has like the
And
generic
then my
placeholder
young,
voice, and
naive
that's
self
not
was still living
like
in a less
signed
well
if
and
it's
Dagon
female and
invaded
male.
many
And every
Oblivion
time we
crisis.
do the
Life
synth
was full
voices,
of
we just
intellectual challenges those days.
switch what it currently is.
But I should really get
With
back
some
to my
female
research.
voice or some male.
I was never one to care for reminiscing.
I keep saying a question whether we can join
Well,
the
for one,
Imperial
I've been
Legion
for well over
in
200
Beyond
years.
Skyrim
So if
Cyrodiil,
you mean
and
longevity,
while I
I'm
don't
not
know
magically
myself,
enhanced.
what I do
I
know
assure you.
is that
If you mean, how
the
have I
rank
survived
you
all these
acquire
wars?
in
Let's just
Skyrim
say I've
during
had
Civil
plenty of
War
people try to
is
kill me during my
essentially
life, but I have a few tricks up my sleeve to
just
help
for
me stay
show,
alive.
and it only
Faking
works
my
in
own death is one of
Skyrim.
my personal
You
favorites.
can use it in Bruma. I think it actually plays a small role there.
Very
But
well.
basically, even if you're a prefect in Skyrim and Cyrodiil, you are not even a soldier. And whether you can join the Legion, I have to admit, I don't even know myself.
Yeah, no,
well,
you
they-
can't join the Legion.
Yeah, they pretty much just redirect you to Skyrim because they need help with the war effort there. But
okay.
yeah, but someone mentioned, will the assassination of the Emperor and the Skyrim Dark Brotherhood questline be mentioned? It's actually the basis of our Seed of Sunder King questline, where he will get assassinated one way or another, either if you do it or Elder Council, no, maybe not them specifically, but somebody has him killed basically at a certain point, which we have to do a hard lock on. And then after that, you have to choose a new emperor, basically.
And
Oh, I
no,
think
it
they're
cannot
pirate.
be you.
Sadly not.
The
Yes.
player
Good shout.
cannot be Emperor.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to have that. Would be fun for a minute, but then it's like, okay, I guess I'll just sit here and at the desk all the time.
I know. I appreciate that there was an AU like mod about that, wasn't there? I can't remember
Oh
seeing it,
yeah,
but,
how to be an
that
emperor.
was funny.
Yeah, trolling everybody asking. Ooh, pirates.
Pirates. Ouch. They have
Oh, God.
crossbows. Actually, I want that to be maybe at some point like harpoon crossbows. If we can make that.
Is this person invincible? Oh, I was gonna say you're just missing him.
We had this
Harpoon
problem
crossbow
earlier.
would be
For
pretty
whatever
cool.
reason, the first few hits don't seem to register on these guys.
I think they did. Your radar was just picking up a different pirate.
Oh, that's the captain.
Looks like it's still doing here.
No, but there is
Wrong.
something wrong. Huh.
Sweet pirate captain clothes.
Oh, made by Inda.
Yeah, made by our lovely Inda. Wanda. Ninja 5.
This'll hurt. Bad.
Yes, unfortunately, this is one of the areas that has yet to be Navmeshed. So tomfoolery such as this is to be expected.
Yeah, when they don't have Navmeshed,
you can
they
also
can't really
see
fight.
one of his companions trying to kill you from under the water by staring at you.
On the topic of Navmesh, that's something we'll have to really start now. So if you're a Navmesher, you can apply.
Yeah, the Gold Coast is basically ready for that to start.
He's just gonna drown down there.
Yeah.
What is Navmeshing for people uninformed?
It's essentially laying down triangles that NPCs can walk on. It's navigation. They can walk around without Navmesh, but it will be very imprecise, and getting them to go from point A to point B will be next to impossible.
Oh no, they definitely need it.
I mean, what I mean is they won't just stand there in one place and stare at you. They can, as shown here, they can walk. It's just very imprecise.
Oh yeah, when they're in combat, that's like a little bit of a thing. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like something is wrong because the first 3 or 4 hits are always for 0.
Yeah, it'll be something that
Something
gets
to
figured
look
out.
into. Yeah.
Something that will be figured out by the time it is released.
Yes.
Yep, that's what we have QA for.
That's what.
Speaking of QA, if you
yeah. James.
I had a nice question. If we take inspiration from the style and world building of Morrowind, I can say for me, absolutely. I'm a Morrow boomer for sure, and so like I love drawing inspiration from a lot of that. The simple idea of you walk into a tavern and to your right there's somebody who looks like completely out of place, like in a Morrowind tavern, for instance. It just makes you curious, but the lore-wise, that was really like big impetus for the living colors of Dibella, like drawing on more Morrowindy aspects that we felt like maybe Oblivion and Skyrim didn't flesh out as much as maybe they could have been. The living colors of Dibella, I think, was a big one. I don't know if anybody else wants to answer. I know I can like tangent on that forever, but
well, I know that we take inspiration from more of the lore of Morrowind because that's when a lot of the crazier lore came out. But obviously the writing style is very different, and the gameplay style is different. So we definitely have more of a Skyrim. You want to go inside of Build-A-Burrow, JGT?
Yeah.
But nice. But yeah, so obviously we don't have. I mean, we definitely have more text than Skyrim for sure. So it's closer to a Morrowind type, level of flavor text. But this time it's spoken.
Yeah. I think the narrative design in Skyrim is more of our vibe. Like we're trying to make it still feel like a DLC of Skyrim,
Big DLC.
Yeah, a very, very big. Bigger than Skyrim.
To put it into perspective, Cyrodiil is roughly 1.75 times the size of Skyrim. So we're essentially making 2 Skyrims in one.
It was it really 1.75? I thought it was less.
I believe that was the last calculation, at least one I'm aware of. Maybe it was someone corrected it somewhere.
Currently, or what it is estimated?
Well, in terms of landmass, I think maybe Mr. JGT knows.
It's like 1.6
in terms of
ish,
okay,
something around there.
Oh, okay.
I always had like in mind 1.3. Yeah, that's a lot bigger than I thought. That's good to know as a project lead.
I mean, Cyrodiil touches like almost border to border, like of the 64 by 64 cell. 128 by 128 cell boundary. I mean that doesn't include Sturk, but it's
Oh yeah, that as well.
And
then aside from the landmass, we have like so much content that it's a lot more than Skyrim there as well. Just because we also have so many NPCs to start with, and then we also want to make the world feel dense enough so you have enough to do everywhere. So it's definitely
Also,
a lot.
Skyrim, actually, quite a big chunk of Skyrim landmass is just mountains that you don't really explore.
Oh yeah.
Which we do have mountains, but they're mostly kept to one region, which is to the east.
Yeah, we are a lot.
And of course the Gerald Mountains, but those you can mostly explore in the Bruma pre-release.
Yeah, Blar, there is planned to be a full chainmail armor set. So if you're out there and you know how to make armor sets, go in. But basically, yeah, we still need that one, and one more armor set is the last of our light armor sets. That's one of them is already claimed and being made, but full chainmail is the last one we need.
Big mistake.
What's with the prisoner in the cage?
I guess. I don't remember actually.
Perhaps we should free him and talk to him.
That's how we feel too. Love Cyrodiil more than Skyrim.
It is very nice in Cyrodiil.
Yes, as Ultimate Gamer is saying in chat, who is one of the directors of Morrowind, by the way. People who can make armor, weapons, and clothing, and I'll add from myself, tile sets, are extremely valuable and just as rare. So if you are someone who has experience within those, the modeling of those, feel free to apply to whatever project interests you the most.
And if you don't know the skills,
you know where to go.
The AU. And the AU Arcane University YouTube channel also has specifically for how to create tile set videos.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Things like that.
Is this
about that room.
Yeah, one of my favorite rooms in the entire project.
There's also a question, will there be different enemies depending on the player's level? And that's a yes for sure. We've put in a lot of work for the various enemy factions so far already. It's like be it bandits, aliens, no. And then they kill you.
Correct.
Unlucky. And I believe we have to start from... Yep.
I'm to increase the attack strength to 10,000.
Kill all.
Do we do the whole dungeon again, or do we...
I think we can take the L.
Yeah, I think we probably don't need to do this again. We know when it's above our strength.
I was literally about
like
to
that shield up.
use the level up.
There was a question a little bit earlier about how many cities we've finished, and that's probably a good thing we can talk about too. Because we're actively working on Anvil right now with the implementation team, and like we talked about previously, that interiors will get a finalization pass at some point. But beyond that, we've got Coral, which was the last city before Anvil, which is pretty much totally done now. We've got Skingrat, which is also mostly done. There's a little bit to do still. About I think 3 quests are missing yet still. So some writing to do there. There's Kvatch, which is basically all the way done now. Bruma, of course. And the main 3 cities that are still to be done are Leyawiin, Cheydinhal, and the Imperial City, the big one.
And Leyawiin is currently in active editing stage. All the writing is done, and the assets and interiors are mostly done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to add on, what Elspeth meant by done is implementation. Currently, Cyrodiil and Leyawiin and Imperial City are the only cities that are devoid of any NPCs.
Yeah.
But as Argor said, writing is coming up nicely. Interiors are coming up nicely. I would say
writing
that
takes the longest amount of time, and they're pretty much done. Except
the thing was, what we did with writing was basically that we had teams on every city, just all the time at the same time. They were writing alongside, apart from the Imperial City, which we saved up, and that gives us the good just spot that we're in now. That most of the city writing, apart from the Imperial City, is done at this point. And then
we're currently revising Cyrodiil.
Yeah. And then there's editing, who come in and just touch up the city, make sure everything is consistent, grammatically correct, and so on. They basically polish everything to its max before it's then implemented, so it actually gets into the game. Previously, it's all just Google Documents is what we use for that. And then when we're implementing it, it actually gets into the game, so you can see NPCs walking around, you can talk to them, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
And at that point, we also have the level design done. So we have the exterior level design, of course, and also the interiors, so the buildings that you can go into. And after the implementation is done, so we have NPCs walking around, talking to you with dialogues, talking to each other, have quests for you and everything. At some point, we'll get to quality assurance. And at that point, we do just a little bit of playtesting for the cities, make sure that everything is as it should be, no bugs, everything feels good. And the stage after that, which we haven't gone into for any of the cities, is voice acting. Voice acting is something that we'll have to start at a later stage in the development, just to make sure that everything is consistent, that people are around to actually voice all the characters they're assigned to, and so on. So that's something that will happen at a later stage.
Basically, our workflow is that the first department to start working on a city is the exteriors department, followed by writing, then interior and or editing. Sometimes they coexist together. Afterwards, it's implementation, then quality assurance, and then voice acting. To give it a rundown of order.
Yeah, I mean it changes sometimes, but
yeah, of course,
that's more or less how it goes. Yeah. Also, there
it's
was
exciting when some of the other pre-releases are in voice acting stage.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because that's also one thing to mention. Because that's also a question usually. We don't have any more pre-releases after Bruma. So after Bruma, the next release for Cyrodiil will be the full release. That's just a thing, like, between then and now, we've sometimes thought it would be nice to just have a Kvatch release and so on. But that's like, it was, oh yeah, please save, please love. That's just the thing, like, when after Bruma, when the rest of the Cyrodiil project was laid out and planned, the plan was basically to just have a full Cyrodiil release. And, as such, everything was created, so there are like various quests and so on, which are just sending you around Cyrodiil, and you can't really play Cyrodiil without it being complete, because it's just, we want to have an interconnected experience and not something that's just, oh yeah, you have this one hub world, that's the Kvatch release and so on, you can do stuff in there, nothing else. That's just how it was planned in the very beginning, and it's like really tough, or it wouldn't work, or would take a lot more time to change that, to get new stuff for you guys.
To answer the question,
oh yeah,
Bravil is currently in a state of like half completion. We have pretty much all the writing done except for one side quest I've been putting on the back burner, but probably should.
Oh yeah, and the city quests, right?
Yeah, the city quests are fully written. They just need to be edited, and then a couple of tiny little writing things, but they need to be edited and gotten in game. And then some of the level design and art is getting a facelift after we're done with Cyrodiil, pretty much. When we get time to bring the Bravil up to the current state as the other cities.
It's in a decent state, I would say. But yeah, definitely needs some more love. But well, Bravel needs always more love, doesn't it? But,
coincidentally, that's the whole purpose of the side quest I'm writing.
Oh yeah, true.
I believe Bravel was the city that was worked on directly after Bruma, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
it was Kvatch.
I'm not sure.
And then
Yeah,
Bravel.
what was?
Yeah, Kvatch,
exactly.
Numberville.
Yeah. Yeah, but
And then
getting back
about
to the
Sankator and Mirkorup.
Oh, yeah.
Mirkorup is actively being created 3D art and level design, and then Sankator currently still is in need of a 3D artist, as we've had some troubles with the kit recently, but we'll get somebody on that. Or if you're an architecture artist, join.
Architecture artists, very, very underrated. Yeah, but that's basically the roundup why there aren't any new Cyrodiil releases. That's just not how it was planned, and it's not feasible to do it at this point. But our saviors are the other Beyond Skyrim projects, because a lot of them got a lot further while we were progressing on Cyrodiil quite a bit. And now various projects from the other Beyond Skyrim are also getting closer to release their pre-release. So I would definitely also look out for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of our thing to just fill up the time between Bruma and Cyrodiil. For Cyrodiil is the other Beyond Skyrim projects.
I can't wait to play them. They're looking good.
Yep.
Cooking in the oven. Alright, that was Beldeboro, the pirate den. Elite ruin taken over by pirates and smugglers, which is probably why the bandit chieftain had the dwarven shield, because they do smuggle dwarven artifacts and things from Skyrim.
They do.
Did we have other locations that we wanted to showcase beyond Beldeboro?
We could go to some of the smaller settlements, maybe, along the Gold Coast here in County Anvil.
Squatch up north.
To answer a question from chat, I don't believe gnomes will be present in Cyrodiil, but I do believe they will appear in a different project.
Gnomes. I'm not actually sure which one, so I'm looking forward to that.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to be kept a secret or not, so
I
don't want to reveal it, but I do believe that someone will have gnomes.
Yeah, if they want to share it, they can share it, but that's not our thing to do, for sure. Yeah. There was also a question about the 128 NPC limit in the Imperial City, which is, for the people who don't know, there's like this NPC limit in Skyrim. If you have more than 128 NPCs on the screen at the same time, they will just start floating in the sky randomly. Not like the one person at the established scene that we saw earlier, but just like floating into the sky, really. And that's something we're actively looking into, and we have some plans how to avoid that for the Imperial City. But there's definitely going to be more than 128 NPCs in the Imperial City.
I asked this, I believe there was a count being done recently, but
yeah, it's quite a bit. But yeah,
it is. The one thing, as you've probably noticed by looking at Anvil and Bruma, for that matter, is that we don't really do 20 NPC 5-house cities like Skyrim did. So you can expect the cities to feel a bit more city-like.
Yeah, not like a backwater like Skyrim.
Yes.
It's a proper city. It's the heart of the Empire.
Like Duskwatch.
Just a disclaimer that Duskwatch's side quest is being currently rewritten, but the NPCs and stuff should be the same.
Yeah, that's all good.
One thing I was gonna say, because I've seen like some conversations about it on, our community Discord, is questions about the Colovian and Nibonese split, and like this clutter here is like a perfect example. Like this is Colovian, kind of tanware, which is very different to the Nibonian tanware that you'll see And if you go back
I
into the
believe
Apple
They
Street,
don't even have tinware.
no. I
yeah,
believe,
but they have something of the same tier, don't they?
Yeah, in Colovia there's tan, pewter, and bronze, whereas in the Nibelheim there's wood, clay, and silver. And then we have the Imperial Isle, which is just a very big blend of both cultures colliding.
Oh yeah, honestly, that's gotta be really interesting to see how interiors are done because the mix of cultures.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be something like each household should come with a note, like which side the inhabitants swing towards a bit more. But yeah, it's definitely
one little
going to be
sneak peek from Imperial City stuff planning is that there's also a third culture of Heartlanders, basically kind of like how largest cities in regions start to have their own subculture. Basically, Heartlanders are Imperials that have lived in the Imperial City for generations, and so they've developed their own subculture. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, that will be interesting to explore.
Crusader Kings 3 mod handled it similarly.
Oh, nice, yeah.
my favorite Elder Scrolls game. Crusader Kings 3.
I believe culture is a big theme of Shading Hall.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can talk about that some other time.
When we do the Shading Hall stuff.
Some interesting question that I saw was, for example, I always wanted to see an Ayleid rune turned into a city, because that was what they were originally. And yeah, with good news for you, because well, we don't have a city, but two things is something that we do. For once, we have one settlement where the inhabitants partly inhabited just an Ayleid rune. There was actually a showcase of that not a long time ago.
But we got it in game last month.
Yeah. So you can definitely check it out already. And beyond that, we also make sure that we go into the lore of the Ayleids some more and really show you that the Ayleids aren't just the bad enemies and so on, but they had a culture previously. They have different locations. They worship different gods. They had temples. They had cities, they had fortresses, and so on. And that's something we want to showcase with our dungeons as well.
We definitely go beyond bandit dungeon.
Skyrim?
Yeah, Skyrim. We definitely go beyond bandit dungeon use for the Ayleid ruins in a lot of cases too. I think the Meridia quests, I can't remember. I think that does something with the city aspect of it too.
Oh yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's not in yet, sadly.
Yeah, it's pretty much ready to be, though. I guess we do have to do level design for that.
Yeah, we have to do the level design for the Ayleid dungeon there. Or Ayleid
I do remember somebody mentioned asking about Daedric quests, so that's something we're still planning on doing for the most part. There's some we won't have for specific reasons, but yeah, we have, I don't know, how many written? We have at least 3, 4, 5, I think?
5, I think, yeah.
Yeah,
and
5.
several ones are also just involved in other content that we have. I think there's even this one little stupid quest where it's about someone desecrated the Shrine of Malakath or something.
Actually, yeah, you're looking right at it. Yeah. You're walking right up to that quest. Because as you can see, we've walked almost back to Such, which is also in County Anvil.
Yeah, Such
a joy.
Such a joy.
Oh no.
It was such a good showcase at Creation ModCon 2023. Right,
yeah,
Lisa?
There's a very good Such trailer that Deagler voiced
the best.
that you can see. Yeah, it's very, very
It was
good
such a
at
good
showcasing
trailer.
it. Such a good trailer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Also another question, which is very good. How do you plan on handling higher level scaling, considering many people will probably get into Cyrodiil with a very high level after doing many quests in Skyrim? And that's actually something. Our mentality is basically do things similarly to Skyrim, so we will probably have it scale similarly to Skyrim, and beyond, probably also a little bit higher level. but for the like very, very high level content, you might have to install some submods. But there's surely more than enough modding power out there to get like some really high end stuff going on in Cyrodiil and all the other Beyond Skyrim.
One thing that I think should be mentioned is that our primary focus is the development of the Cyrodiil project.
Yeah.
And while we did discuss collaborating and creating specific patches for some existing popular mods, such as Alternate Life, I believe it's called. We are not really considering creating entire mods or patches for like EMBs, stuff like that. Once Cyrodiil is out, the creators can then create their own patches.
Yeah, and we also like actively want to get mod authors involved before the release, even just to make sure that we have patches for Cyrodiil ready at day one.
You remember, does the Aquilarius family tomb have an interior? I don't remember if that's been made yet.
Yeah, I made it not so long ago.
Yeah.
It uses the new tile set, I believe. I don't know if we showed that off yet.
We did. I believe we showcased one of the tombs using this tile set not so long ago.
Yeah, someone in chat wants to pay their respects to Varen.
I'm not sure they will find him, but
Actually, JGT, could you quickly look at the map again? Something that I wanted to mention here, that what we, for example, see very, very well in the Great Forest, is that we use Dindulot for lot generation now, which doesn't mean you need Dindulot. That's all like just generated on our side, and you get all the benefits here. And you really see this nice map with all the trees on there as well. It looks really, really nice and so high quality. That's something that we did this year, and I just love it, I should say.
Yeah, comparing this to the map we had before, oh my gosh, the old one looks like garbage now.
Yeah.
Also have clouds and stuff like Skyrim has, but that's not until later.
Yeah. Question for you, Argor. Will we meet the crazy Synod Mage from the Skyrim's Winterhold questline?
Oh yeah, I responded in chat, but I said no, because he'll be busy studying Mizulft in the orrery he found in there. He'll be writing back his reports back to somebody who will be in the Arcane University, but yeah, you won't meet him specifically. Though we do mention around Cyrodiil that some of the halls have less Synod mages because they've been rediverted to the Skyrim Mizulft expedition. I remember this dungeon now, yeah. The cool Akatosh statue there.
Yeah, I think that's made by one of our newer dungeon designers, M, if I'm not mistaken, Kimor?
No, this is mine.
Oh, it's yours. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a wonderful work by Kimor.
Skeleton just chilling out on the couch over there. It's like, I guess I have to take care of this guy.
Fine, I guess I'll help you.
I like the way you played with lighting in the dungeon to call the player to certain places.
Yeah, it's one of the tricks you can use in case there are multiple paths, or if you want to lure them in.
Sorry, that's something that you learn in the Arcane University.
Awesome.
That's how I learned about it. I don't know anything about level design. I just had to sit on all those meetings to record them.
Well, that's why you learned it.
Yeah, I'd love to learn. I like that the yeah, I just wanted to comment how cool the jugs look. Like they're very classic. Yeah, they look very classical.
Nice jug, Cyrodiil.
Ancient jug. Yeah.
There were some questions previously about dragons in Cyrodiil, and no, they won't spawn randomly and attack cities and so on. We might have some involvement with like very unique dragons, but nothing beyond that.
But you don't have to worry because we did place markers, so if you do spawn dragons in Kvatch, they will have places to land in.
Oh yeah.
So you can definitely roleplay through the console if you so desire.
Or summon a dragon, I think that should also be possible.
Yes.
They want to check out some of the new weapons, so I think you have a glass sword and a silver sword you can look at.
Yeah, for sure.
These are both quest rewards from over. Well, if you watch the Coral stream and the ModCon from this year, these are some of the rewards that you
Oh, is this a continuation from that? That's funny.
I played the character again basically so we could experience carrying on as the same character.
Oh, nice. That's cool. That's cool. And that's a glass sword.
Yeah, we actually have one of our modelers currently revamping all the glass weapons, so those should be getting a nice facelift pretty soon.
That's silver.
Mm-hmm.
We pretty much have most of our weapon sets completed. I know the ancient Imperial weapon set is getting some needs to work. Some new assets remade, and then
I think some Daedric weapons still need to be made, right?
Oh, you're right. The Daedric set is still getting redone. We're still using vanilla Daedric for the regular Daedric weapons, but we have a Dragon Bone class set of Markinaz Daedric weapons, which are basically left over from the time of Oblivion Crisis. Is the whole thing. But yeah, those are getting
obligatory one-piece hat.
Yes.
Classic. Gold Coast at its peak. Now you just gotta get your own ship. There you go.
I feel like we need an enchanted version as some kind of quest reward.
That'd be cool.
Makes you really stringy.
On spells too, we added a few, right? Like water walking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Water walking was already in, but we, for example, we expanded the elemental spells, so there's not only fire, ice, and shock that there is in Skyrim, but we also added earth, water, and wind.
In Belvedere, the mage there was using the flames version of the earth spell. It was like pushing sand at me.
Yeah.
So if you go back to then, you can see that being used.
That spell is very effective on Darth Vader, I hear.
Yes. To answer the question, no, we can't make smoking possible, but some projects do have smoking pipes as clutter, so you can definitely find some.
Very Khajiit, I think.
That's one thing nice about having BS assets.
Why are you going back?
Because there was another way down over here that I didn't go.
Ah.
Yeah, BS assets, or we also have the vicinity here of elsewhere in Valenwood, which are just in the same actual mod, in the same world space here as Cyrodiil. So that's a very, very nice point where we can just have this cultural transition where you see things popping up from Valenwood, for example, as you get closer to the Valenwood border, as people would trade there and carry things over and so on, and you already see that happening.
Mm-hmm. The border cities have a lot of that. Skingrad, I think when we showed that off, you could see some of the elsewhere stuff. Now we have more clutter, but then Leyawiin has some of that. Reveal doesn't have as much, but then it'll be getting a facelift, so it might get more. But then Aidenhall has a lot of Dunmer stuff, which is really, really cool looking. I don't think Anvil is mostly imperialized for itself.
Yeah.
Not too much Redguard stuff, besides the style. Nice wraith.
Nice purple plaque there. It's working.
Yes, the tile set is still being worked on. There are some pieces that need work.
Yeah. Oh, let's not die. Ah, got it.
Phew.
Very nice work.
Yeah, Colovians are extra proud to be Colovian.
Oh yeah, they're proud people.
Yeah. Yeah, in general, if you don't know, there are these two cultures in Cyrodiil for the Imperials, and there's the Colovian on the western side and the Nibbenese on the eastern side. And we really, really want to just show you that distinction in cultures in Cyrodiil. That's something that we put a lot of emphasis on.
Yeah, such as the Colovian Galleria existing. Just even, I mean, you see it even in just urns here. Like the artwork has a lot of heritage to it too, that like Colovians would claim as their own. You know, like what is if somebody left Anvil and went to Beyond Skyrim and Morrowind, what are some things they'll miss about home, or things they'll remember, or things they'll be like, or like do the whole thing like, oh, Morrowind doesn't have this like my home did, like trash talking the place you moved to because it doesn't have something that you had, like these are all things that, like there are many things that in Colovian culture you could draw to, like the Colovian Galleria, even like there's elitist forks of that, right? Like you have in the city, we have the duality of local artists versus the Colovian Galleria of just like people who are buying things to get tax write-offs, basically. that aren't actually like aren't things that are actually affordable for the normal person.
Nice. One part of the what is it called? I'm going to try to say economics of Anvil. Economic writing of Anvil. But yeah, to answer somebody's question, will there be different versions of armor, Nibbenese and Colovian? We actually originally did plan that and have concepts for them, but because it's just doubling the work, we ended up kind of dividing up the sets we have into like preferred armors for regions. I think there's a couple sets that still actually have Nibbenese and Colovian variants, but for the most part,
yeah, scale.
You've got someone who could make armor really well and really quickly would probably be more inclined to do so, but there's such a
armors are a lot of work.
Yeah.
So.
And also, Mr. Elcross, you absolutely can find Meridia's Beacon. What happens?
I did. I found Meridia's Beacon earlier. I was up. I'll show you on the map where I was. I was literally up in this dungeon all the way up here. Like the very edge of the world, and this is where I found Meridia's Beacon.
Nice.
And I was like, I'm just going to leave this here.
Not today.
Actually, there's one item in Cyrodiil that's also kind of working like Meridia's Beacon. I actually looked into the implementation of Meridia's Beacon, how they do it in Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
Which is basically like every time you get into the dungeon, there's a random chance that it's spawned in the boss container. And we also do it for one item. But it's not as much in your face. But you still get contacted about it.
Not Cyrodiil, but Iliac Bay has been at war with the couple being escorted by an Imperial soldier to the wedding in Solitude. They would somehow end up in Iliac Bay. And they were also fighting the Skyrim courier, who would also follow you to Iliac Bay.
Yeah, I got the letter from the Jarl while I was in A as well. Like, you get Skyrim courier, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that was an ancestor mod. It's a fun little look at various critters that flutter around.
Must have been stray ones. I don't think they're mostly around this area. And they're usually like tended by the moth priests. Or do we have regular ancestor moths?
They're almost called a Heartland ancestor moth. I don't know if that's like a subspecies or something. Is there anywhere else?
All right. So, is there anything else we want to? Yeah. Do we want to check out Goldwater Farm or just go to our final shot?
Oh yeah. I think we wanted to look at Kvatch at some point, right? We promised that.
Okay, we can go.
Show 4th era Kvatch. I did.
Okay. Well, we
No
did show it
comment.
off in the last bonus stream of the CMC, but we can show it off again here if you want.
Yeah. I mean, people have only seen Kvatch destroyed in Oblivion. We have to, like, get a different image in their heads.
Maybe you can stop by Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, there is something planned for the Moth Priests.
Yeah. What's the
we did
writing
not
stats
forget
on
them.
that one?
We're writers is currently on that. He's currently working on writing NPCs.
Yeah, the Moth Priest also involved in some parts of Cyrodiil and the main quest.
Funny, this is kind of a funny random thing. I was looking at Oblivion Remastered recently, and I guess one of the new quests they added for like the Order of the Hour uses Ilav Dralgoner as the Order of the Hour priest. And coincidentally enough, back when we wrote Kvatch, the one of the Dralgoner like descendants is also still in the Order of the Hour, which I mean, there's no way we could have planned that. But
There was a question quite a bit earlier. Can we keep the Medes in power? Do we want to answer something about that?
No.
Okay.
My answer was that it's complicated and spoilery, but generally no, because the Medes have been kind of being killed off. But there's also an open-endedness to that answer that I will not flesh out.
Yeah, we can't say too much.
The Medes are being killed off by the legendary Dusk.
Or by the Dragonborn.
You get killed off by me every night at the bar. No, I'm just kidding.
So the Thorns still exist.
That was a good one, Arger.
I laughed, Arger.
Got him.
Agor. So the Thorns still exist.
Ah, they do, yes.
Tell me more.
Yeah,
and you
we
might
don't
learn more
take
about them
inspiration
during the.
We don't just
you
take
might learn more
inspiration
about
from.
them. You go first, Pat. You go first.
I was just gonna say we don't just take inspiration from Morrowind and Oblivion. It's also those other two games that exist.
And the spin-offs.
Yeah, we don't talk about those. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, Elder Scrolls Legends doesn't exist anymore, so the lore has to exist some way.
Well, I was going to say, you might learn more about the Tharns in the Shaden Hall city trailer. Or maybe not the city trailer, but the stream. Walkabout stream when we get there. Yeah, I think they did a good job with Abner Tharn. I mean, I think he was a pretty interesting character in ESO.
Yeah, well, and in Beyond
Hello,
Skyrim,
Traveler.
Cyrodiil
Air
too.
Sorry.
I just
Did you need something?
every
I'm a bit
bit of
preoccupied.
concept that I've
Unless
read.
you'd like to report anything
I loved
suspicious.
it. And they just did a really good job with it.
Yes, these are dangerous times. Brigands scour the Gold
Yeah,
Coast.
our
to
main
prey on
witer
the
currently
innocent.
is Reed
I'm
still.
afraid this
We've had a
Vesuvian
few
bro and their
writers
schemes.
ideate for them, like Mr. Roven. But Reed's still doing some good stuff with them. I'm excited
I'm
to see.
afraid I'm not at liberty to share, but trust me, Elf Norris is involved in something.
Is the Tharn family still stigmatized for the whole simulacrum thing? The Tharn family has a way of getting back into their status in society. They're pretty good like that, but I do think there's some of that left over.
Note it has been 200 years since that happened in Arena.
And a regime change.
Will the UI be changed or not? It will be pretty much the same as Skyrim because we will want to be compatible with as much as possible. Like one thing we had to do in order to get the custom map markers is to edit the map. So map mods would need a compatibility patch, just like Bruma does currently. But one thing we do, maybe we can even see that in game here, is that we not quite. Oh, but yeah,
right there,
you see it there. See it there. We have new knot work here. You see it right next to the name of the quest. We've got new knot work there for our side quests, but also our quest lines and so on. So that's something new that you can see there, but still in the same style of Skyrim. We're again not
There's
doing UI overhauls.
Did Sky Oblivion release their UI as a separate mod, or I'm just hallucinating? Because I was like, that'd be cool if we actually played it, if I downloaded that and see how it looks with.
Oh yeah, that works together. That would be very nice.
What is going on here? Rabbits and cats and priests. Oh my!
And the Dragonborn.
And the dragon.
Victory once again.
I always like how this pelt looks so much like a rock.
Oh my god. I've never seen that. That's hilarious.
Did that a long
you should
time
say
ago.
that because this is basically the mountain lion rock mesh.
Yeah. Getting closer to Kvatch here.
I know that's a real, that's a real Colovian warrior mood, is punching a mountain lion in the face.
Yeah. That's a rite of passage for teenage boys.
Sort of like the rite of passage for the 19th Legion, where you go out and fight or sleep with wolves. And hint at
A little bit of naked roughhousing in a wolf den.
Yep.
And there we are at
Spoken by the man himself.
Crisis Memorial.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice. I don't think we showed this off during the CMC. I don't remember.
I've never seen this. This looks really good.
Yeah.
Artist was embellishing a little bit. That was Martin taking on a scamp.
Yeah, is that Sean Bean?
It is, yeah. Sean Bean in the flesh.
Good thing he's made of stone, so you probably won't die.
Probably.
Probably. You never know.
Sean Bean always finds a way.
He does, doesn't he?
Second sacking of Kvatch is coming.
There's a quest for that. You saw it on the CMC stream. Well, the after stream.
Yes, the bonus stream to the stream.
Yeah, who can find it? Who saw it?
I think speaking of NPCs schedules, I think there's 1 or 2 NPCs that spend half their week in Kvatch and then travel to Anvil, invite back and forth.
Yeah.
I know there's one of them who does that, at least in Anvil.
Yeah, I remember creating that NPC schedule. I think they're sent like a couple days a month or something to Kvatch.
I think it's weekends.
Or weekends or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. The court architect.
Norol, please. Maybe we can reason with...
Well, luckily they're not all holding torches this time.
Be no reasoning. Kvatch visited me last night as I slumbered, and whispered to me of the untold damage it would wreak within the city. You are mages, while practitioners of arcane and unholy arts.
We just
You
need
have to
to
go silent for a bit, just a heads up.
Destruction of entire populations. Leave Kvatch now, otherwise a holy reckoning will be visited upon you. You have my word.
Down with sorcery.
Now, listen here. You puffed up.
Norol, please.
Good try, AI.
We need to get out of here before it becomes violent.
Down with sorcery.
So fine. Let's get going before.
Oh, we still need to disable that musician just running the music there in the background.
I think it's just one of the ones.
What was that commotion all about, Selon? Another one of your witch hunts? Simply a message delivered by the Order, Captain. A holy message from Kvatch himself. I assure you, there was no violence. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. They left of their own accord. Be careful you and your Order don't get too big for your boots, sir. Because I assure you, your arse ain't too big for mine.
So
We really need some really badass voice actor for Cecilone.
Rebuilt in the 4th era.
Yeah, that's Kvatch, people.
Welcome, supplicant, to the Fireheart.
A lot can change in 200 years.
Yeah, I really like the vibrant colors is very different from what we see. I also like the decision to make things, yeah, almost fall colors-esque here too.
And that's the old arena from the Elder Scrolls Online days, even the first era. Or was it second? I'm sorry. Can't remember.
Even though it's one of the most like simplest statues in all of like Cyrodiil, it's actually one of my favorites just because of how like simplistic and nice it is.
Would we face discrimination for being a mage? Yes. There's actually a law here made by the Council of Burghers in the city that any necromancy of any sort, that's not allowed here, and you will get arrested for it. And yeah, there's no Synod Conclave here either.
Have you heard of the Hunters Guild?
Will Cropsford appear in the game, and will there be any quests there? Yes, we have Cropsford, and there's even a full side quest there. And that's in-game.
I think we visited
a bit
it in one of the walkabouts that we did as part of Creation ModCon.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Maybe.
that might be a thing.
I've been through
don't
1,000
think
times,
so.
so maybe I'm misremembering. We'll have to
It
visit
might have been
when
a
we do the
like really
chain
quick
roll.
run through. A fun little note is that the Synod Conclave has been taken over by the Thalmor and is the Justiciary Hall for the Thalmor for this region. I still want to make the window in that model, which I haven't done yet, but.
Okay, what do we say? Do we get back to Anvil at some point? Maybe do a quest there or two? A misc one or so? And end the stream then? Or what do we do? What do you say, chat?
Don't let chat decide. Chat will be like, stay here forever.
Could we go to Sturk? Well, Sturk isn't really done yet. Like, the writing is still not done. We've got some like level design there, but
it's not that interesting.
It's not like
at the moment.
finished enough. Yeah.
Not lively.
24-hour stream. Okay. Who will stick with
it? Better to bring it back to Anvil, yeah.
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 I would say
I'm
get a
curious
good view of Anvil from Kvatch and end it, or go to Anvil if we want to spend more time and do a quest.
Oh yeah, we wanted to check out Anvil and the face sculptor there, or the hairdresser, who is a face sculptor but actually a haircutter. Sometimes that haircutting crashes the game, so either that works and we try out a little bit more, or right, a carriage, or that just ends the stream at some point when we crash. Can you show the map? Yeah, let's show the map one more time before we end the stream, I would say. Oh, right.
See, proof that this is still Skyrim, the loading screens. What are you saying?
Otherwise, if we don't crash, we can go to Leyawiin and do a little tease there before we end the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. You travel by boat.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you can. If you got money.
I have
Just
money.
ask.
Gotta do some work in Anvil to make money.
Protect and
for the
serve.
boat.
Mm.
It's what we
When you ask Mac the Mast, he will definitely get you to Leyawiin.
Hell yeah.
Do we want to do a misc quest first here, or do we want to try and talk to
She's
the
not there,
hairdresser?
so we may as well do a misc quest.
Oh well, yeah. Let's start the ones that you start in
Baker's
the
behind you, right?
Silken Fleet. Yeah, the bakery delivery one.
Oh, just to the left here.
Oh,
behind you to the left.
The mermaid statue is back.
Yeah. Someone mentioned in the past that Anvil streets can look a little empty sometimes. That's just because the streets are really wide, and obviously there's NPC limits and stuff we have. So,
Yeah, it
there's
depends on the
times
time
during
of
the day
day.
when they're busier.
We've got the best
Yeah,
tavern
times of
food
day
and cleanest
matter
rooms
for
in the
sure.
city. Well,
Yeah.
if you want to help out around here, our cook's been dying to get some more specialized pastry dough from the local baker. We
I
always
heard
get a
Elsewhere
delivery
project
every
will be
week or
merged
so,
with
but it's been a
Cyrodiil
few
map.
days longer than expected.
Yeah,
Now,
so
might be a
Elsewhere,
supply issue.
Cyrodiil, and
folks are
Valenwood
probably
are
working
all in the
harder
same
now,
map,
what with all
so
the
there
new
are
costs
actually
and
no
runs.
loading screens at all.
The
We
order's
all
been
work
paid
on the
for.
same mod,
It would be great
so to
too
say,
if
although
somebody
we
check
have
on it
our
while
separate
we're
parts
busy
each.
here. We'd pay you the delivery fee.
But of course, they will be separate during the full release.
I mean, the full release probably will have them in one download at some point, because it's like not feasible really to split them, but you can just stay in one region, of course.
Really? We'll look at that later.
Yeah. Any scars from the Great War included anywhere?
There
We
are
definitely
little battlefield, like old battlefields. There was some ruined trebuchets outside Anvil itself.
Enjoy Cyrodiil's finest.
Yeah, that's more like an outdoor garden memoriam than anything. Like Anvil looks new and nice because it is new and nice. You know, like a lot of the city was rebuilt because of the war. So that was kind of a conscious decision too.
But it's still not here after our order. You think you could do one more delivery in your day? You'd be helping Dinah and our
Is English the only official localization? Will some kind of pre-release be available in localization teams for localization teams to make something? Yeah, so we actually have a localization team on Beyond Skyrim, and we want to release our pre-release or full releases with full localization for Skyrim's supported languages. It's up to, like, it's questionable if we can get every language done in time, but if you want to help there, that's a great thing to do, and you can just reach out on the community Discord that we have. But in terms of like actual voice acting, that's going to be English only, just because we don't have the capacities to get everything voiced in all the different languages.
Is there some? Oh yeah.
So for anybody who has baked scones in their life, this is we invented scones canonically for this. You know, you have to have a special type of soda ash, which is actually the ones we use for baking today is like a version of modern industry, and so we invented a way to have this soda ash. That's like this new thing this mage is doing, where she uses a certain form of combustion to cast a spell on it in order to make scones for Kvatch.
That's wonderful. I really like that. Let's see, are there some more questions that I miss?
We're overflowing with delicious gold.
Uh,
All right, you've helped us out. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, if you want to help with the localization, definitely get in touch. I can send the link here to the Discord.
Blar, you can only walk to Valenwood or elsewhere without loading screens. You can't walk to other provinces because the map borders had like more vertical space than Cyrodiil needed, I think, and so we just put, because the whole Leyawiin Nibin bend also kind of covers elsewhere in Valenwood, so we just threw them all into the same world space.
Yeah, world spaces aren't Cyrodiil size; they're square size.
Yeah, and sadly they're limited in the size that they can take up. So there are some separate world spaces for the various Beyond Skyrim projects, but you can still travel between all of them with loading screen, but without a patch.
Also, should be noted that this isn't a new thing. This has been, how it's been for, a long time, if not always.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing has changed.
All tables are open. We're serving favorites all day.
Will it be compatible if I played Skyrim with hundreds of mods? Will it crash? Or must be patched? Well, you know, Skyrim modding is not always the most stable experience, so it very much depends on like what you do in terms of mods and how well the mods are created. But in general, yeah, for sure, you can use various different mods, and it should seamlessly just work. Well, I shouldn't say it just works. That's probably not the best sentence to take here, but for the most part, things should work, but there will definitely be some hiccups. It very much depends on the kind of mod, I would say.
I'm bringing pastries from Good Smells.
Corvinius jump scare. Not the racist.
Comes out of the bathhouse. Goes right back into the bathhouse.
Ice. The meaning of life.
Full body hairnet for Khajiit.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I don't.
One thing that I should probably mention, by the way.
Until in the morning.
Oh yeah, Aya is probably going to be there during the day and not during the evening. Something I wanted to mention is we can't confirm that like save games from Bruma will still work for Cyrodiil. There will definitely be problems, or there will definitely problems we don't quite know, but it's relatively likely that there might be some problems with it. So we can't guarantee that. And just something for your information, if you like plan to take your Bruma character to Cyrodiil, we can't guarantee anything there.
I hope my parents never find out what happened.
You
to the
can
house.
trace where she lives too, which is on the other side of town.
Good morning.
You follow her to work.
Who's that handsome fellow in Chitin?
Nick Sirion, he's part of a quest. Yeah, mysterious dude.
You will find out what his deal is.
Yeah, there is a whole lot to Anvil. We are really excited for you guys to play that we're not showing you. There's just so much to this city. We spent so much of our lives writing it. We're just like, it's gonna be nice to have it out.
Yeah, just like the city is the city of arts, this and all your work is really a piece of art.
Aww.
Mm.
Can I help you?
Okay.
There she is.
Yeah, there she's coming.
She's trying to flat tire Mainlorn over there.
And then we also still see Genal's saltwater posters here. Actually, can we take a closer look at these posters? Do we have a narrator? Diggler, your turn if you want.
Oh, you like salt? You like water? Janol's Saltwater, bringing the Abyssian to ya. A business run by kids for kids. Tired of going down to the gross Harborside district, get your saltwater? Now you don't have to. Janol's Saltwater makes it easy. Pato, Riles, and friends are here to deliver saltwater directly to your door. What are you waiting for? Place your order with Janol at the bazaar today.
Wonderful. Actually, one funny story about that is we had this showcase before, and someone mentioned, shouldn't there be typos in there because it's written by kids? And we really liked that idea, and then we changed it up again to add some typos.
Someone noticed fishy Easter egg.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
So also has an Easter egg there.
Take a seat. Let's style
And
those
now,
luscious locks for
let's
ya.
get a haircut. And hopefully don't crash, otherwise people won't see Leyawiin. We don't want that.
Well, we will have a Leyawiin stream at some point, I'm sure.
It works!
Yay! Well, you gotta get a real haircut now.
Yeah.
One thing that you'll
Warrior.
notice very subtly in the next walkabout for Leyawiin is that we'll be finally be leaving our Colovian warrior behind, as she's one of two of our mascots. The Nibene has its own character. He was the Nibonese mage, battle mage. As you'll meet him next time.
There you go. Oh,
Oh,
what a
that's
great
cool.
style you've got.
I didn't know that.
Look at you now. Wow.
Yeah, they're kind of
I appreciate
our
that.
PR
You come back to me
characters. They're
anytime.
like
I hope to
representing
see
their
you around with
culture.
your new look.
Because just like we said before, we really want to just make those two cultures, Colovian and Nibonese, feel very, very different.
There's
currently have an
the-
artist,
the ability to. Yeah. I like your hair- I love this haircut so much. I gotta wear a hat.
Oh no, it's sticking through it.
Hold it
On-
up.
The hat looks really good with the hair outside the bun.
Yeah, I think we need to disable that.
One of the being able to tip the hairdresser again, trying to find beauty in the mundane, just little things like that. We really enjoyed putting in.
Nice.
80 gold's a big tip, by the way.
I knew you when I was
Not
a sailor.
for a player
Yeah,
who's been through Skyrim and back. Money
So an
is
in-room
very
costs
easy to
10
get in this
gold?
game.
I like a small ship with a big mast. Know what I mean? We have room for
And here we
another on
go.
our next voyage.
Boarding the ship.
farewell,
Would you like us to
farewell
take you?
Anvil. It's been real.
Let's go
Mhm.
to Leyawiin.
We'll be setting sail soon, so make
Yeah.
yourself
And as you can
comfortable.
see, it said you could go
What
to
was that?
Solitude on this, so you could go back to Skyrim if you want,
Yeah, or even other Beyond Skyrim provinces when you have them installed.
which I don't. Cry.
Oh. But you're part of 3 others. No, 2 others.
Yeah, but one you have to get a boat before you even get there,
Right, right.
and the other one is just south and doesn't have a port. So
Fair enough.
All right.
Leyawiin!
So
Yeah.
welcome to, what is it, the third biggest city in Cyrodiil, or second?
Second.
yeah,
It is
Alright,
really big.
probably shouldn't,
I mean, even when we look at the map, we see Leyawiin isn't like it used to be. It's part on like it has 3 parts. One part in the middle and one on either side of the river, connected by
I
bridges.
don't want to show off too much in the city,
Yeah.
but it's a good place to end.
This is what we'll do next time.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, it was a good stream, guys, and enjoyed walking around with you, and can't wait to see this place lively and walk around next time.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. It was really fun.
We're gonna go into the tavern in Leyawiin now. So you guys aren't allowed. You guys aren't over 21. You're not allowed.
Yeah. Once you're old enough, you'll see it.
Yeah. Soon enough.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for playing.
bye.
Thanks for watching.